That's strangely close to Daniel Jones from the Giants. Daniel, is that you? Beat the Chiefs. Show me. If the Broncos and Russell Wilson can show me that they can beat the Chiefs, then I will start believing.
The crowd up. And so are this defense, and Kansas City won't snap the ball again. The Denver Broncos have beaten the Kansas City Chiefs.
David Montgomery on the Lions. Former Bear, gonna make this his revenge game for sure. David Montgomery gets the touchdown that ices the game. No! And there's a flag. There's flags. There's flags. There's flags. There's flags. Snap. Hold. Kick.
Denver wins! Denver wins! Let's go!
They open. No!
What happened? Oh shit.
America is football. Football
America
is
is football. Football is America. And if you don't like it, you can kiss your candy ass.
For the moment in time, I don't give a damn.
Oh
my God.
No!
You loved it.
30 to 27. Chiefs win. Chiefs win 30 to 20.
Woo! Let's go. Cheers, everybody. We've got Bills. We've got Ravens. Almost an interception there by Josh Allen. Bills starting off with the ball here. Everybody who's here, thank you so much. Thank you so much. As we got a offsides by the defense here, which I think is going to give the Bills a first down. Sunday Night Football Week 1 is here. We got Richard in the chat already. Love it, love it, love it. Richard, thank you for being here. So it is going to be a flag on the defense. It's going to be third down on Matabuke for the Ravens. Sunday Night Football, Ravens at the Bills. It is going to be a really good game. This is a rematch of the divisional match, the divisional round last year, in last year's playoffs. So here we go. 3rd and 2. Josh Allen shotgun takes the snap. Throws it left side. First down 20. Inside the red zone are the Bills. We got E-Dub in the chat as well. E-Dub, what up? What up, what up, what up? For those of you joining us, please hit that like button on this stream. We would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much to everybody who's here and everybody who was here for the stream of week 1, the early and late slate. Thank you guys so much for being here. All right, 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line for the Bills. Shotgun. Josh Allen motions to the left side, takes a snap, fakes the handoff looking. It's going to be a screen to the left side, and I believe that's James Cook. I don't think that was James Cook, actually. I might be fucked up there. Let's see. I'll get that up there. Comments to show. Come on. All right, 2nd and 11 now. Josh Allen shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to pass over the middle. Caught. Touchdown. Kincaid, Dalton Kincaid. Bills score first. Super. I'm so fucking laggy right now. I'm sorry for this, guys. I'm going to do my best right now with the internet, which is weird because I had both TVs on. That was fine. And now all of a sudden I can't watch it. Extra point is good. So the Buffalo Bills go up 7-0. Let's get that banner updated, or the ticker, I should say, updated, even though it's not really the ticker. 7-0, baby. is how we start this game. The Bills score first. They score early. And that's how it's going to go, man. I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. If you guys were here last week, Monday, for our predictions, pretty sure I said this was going to be a very high-scoring game. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, man, what a week one, though. Broncos won. So Kyle's very happy. Seahawks unfortunately lost. They're not my team, but living in Washington State, you gotta like the local team a little bit. Trying to figure out why I'm so laggy. See if I need to maybe restart this. That didn't really work. That didn't really do much, guys. I'm sorry. If I am a little laggy, I apologize. I think by tomorrow, I bought a long ass Ethernet cable. So I'm going to go do that for tomorrow's Monday Night Football for the Bears game. So that should be fun. And I'm going to try to disconnect from the internet real quick. So if I go, well, actually, I'm going to turn off the camera and then disconnect and reconnect. So I will be gone for just 1 second. Okay. Maybe it's better. We shall see. We shall see. It's all good. Thanks, E-Dub. Hopefully it stays good. Bears. If you guys missed any scores, they are right down there in the ticker. Thursday night, Friday night, all of Sunday, and we are doing Sunday Night Football right meow. As the Bills coming off a touchdown are going to kick it off to the Ravens. So far, 75% of these kicks are being returned in the NFL after they implemented the new some of the new rules on kickoff. And here's the kickoff from the Bills. It's going to get to the 10-yard line, to the 20, 25, about the 31-yard line is where the Ravens are going to start. And here comes Lamar Jackson in this very, very talented roster that they have. Rashad Bateman, DeAndre Hopkins, Trey Flowers. Not Trey Flowers. I already forgot his name. The other wide receiver. Y'all know who I'm talking about. All right. Under center, Lamar Jackson takes a snap. Derrick Henry, first touch of the night, goes for about 6 yards. Looking at a 2nd and 4 here for the Ravens. I took the Bills at home, if I'm not mistaken. No, I actually took the Ravens because I think the defense is much more talented on the Ravens side. Here we go. Derrick Henry again takes the rock for 2 more yards. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 coming up. I took the Ravens to win this game. I think that just the roster is way more talented than the Bills, especially on the defensive side. And Lamar Jackson's a monster. 4,100 yards, 41 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions last season. I mean, that's just insane numbers. Let's be honest. All right. Lamar Jackson under center, in the shotgun. 3rd and 3. Trying to convert to the 41-yard line. Takes a snap, looking to pass. Quick throw, and it's going to be a 1st down. That is Hill, the running back, Hill. And we have a Buffalo Bills player that is slow to get up here. Benford. It was one of those guys. Slow to get up. Justice Hill gets the first down at the 41-yard line in the shotgun. Lamar Jackson motions to his left side. Snap. Looking to pass. Quick pass over the middle. And that is going to be Mark Andrews. If you guys remember Mark Andrews last season in that divisional playoff round, missed a golden opportunity for a touchdown to move on to the AFC Conference Championship game. He bobbled it, missed it, and a lot of Ravens fans had a lot of hate for him. But at the end of the day, Mark Andrews has been solid. He's been Lamar Jackson's favorite target, and there he goes for 5 yards. Under center, Lamar takes a snap, hands it off. Derrick Henry goes for about 2.5, 3 yards there on that carry. God, Derrick Henry's such a monster. 1,900 yards, 16 touchdowns, 325 touches on the ground for Derrick Henry. But when you got Saquon rushing for over 2,000, like they were just saying, it's going to get overshadowed a bit. 3rd and 3 here. Lamar Jackson shotgun, one running back, trips left, motions left side, takes the snap, hands it off. It's going to be Hill. No, Lamar's going to take it himself for a first down all the way to the Buffalo 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson getting it done himself. 8 minutes in this first quarter left. Where's Ginger at? I've got some Rangers here that he'd be very happy to see me drinking. Some Voodoo Rangers. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Under center, Lamar Jackson takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looking to pass, and dumps it off to Derrick Henry for a first down all the way to the 28-yard line of the Bills. Starting off fast. Both of these offenses starting off really, really fast. It's going to be, just the way these guys are operating. I know the first 15, however many plays are scripted, but they're doing work right now. Taylor Rapp on the tackle there. Lamar Jackson 3 for 3 for 21 yards. Under center, 1st and 10. 2 backs, takes a snap, hands it off. It's going to be Justice Hill for about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. Oh, they're saying the ball came out. I don't think so. They're saying that. Bills are saying that. It's not facts. It's not facts. 2nd down here for the Ravens. Joey Bosa on the Bills. Remember, Joey Bosa is now on the Bills. Edge rusher. 2nd and 8 for the Ravens. In shotgun, Lamar Jackson. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2 tight ends set, 1 running back. Takes the snap, looking to pass. Under pressure, moving in the pocket, and he's going to get sacked. Launched. But there is a flag. There is a flag. Refs are discussing, and I think that came in the secondary. We'll see what the call is here. I'm going to put the volume up a little bit. Holding on the defense, number 43. That is Strong, the rookie for the Bills. And Zay Flowers was the one being held. I don't know if that's holding, but I think he just got, hit a little bit at the line. I don't know if that was holding. Either way, first down at the 22-yard line. Under center, Lamar Jackson. Now moving to shotgun. Takes the snap. Little pressure from the Bills. Looks like it was a broken screen pass, and he's going to throw deep. Oh, Zay Flowers. It was definitely going out of bounds, but it looked like Lamar may have had a shot at Zay Flowers in the end zone. Yeah, the Buffalo Bills were bringing in a lot of pressure. Oh, Lamar had two guys open, especially Zay Flowers, coming across the middle from the left side. And I think it just got away from him. So we're looking at 2nd and 10 now for the Bills, or Ravens, I mean. Lamar Jackson shotgun, moves Zay Flowers to the right, hands it off to Zay Flowers, right side sweep, and he gets about 8 yards on that. So it's going to be a 2nd and 2 coming up, or 3rd and 2 coming up for the Ravens. Zay Flowers getting involved early. One of those guys, honestly, that kind of disappointed last year. I have to look up the stats that he had for his season last year, but again, as someone who had him last year, like 4 touchdowns, that's kind of the biggest disappointment. 74 receptions for over 1,000 yards, like awesome. But if you're wide receiver 1, you need more than 4 touchdowns. Under center for the Ravens, and they throw a flag. Might be a false start here. False start on the offense. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. 3rd and 8 coming up. Rosengarten. Roger Rosengarten landing up 4 sacks, which was the most on the team. And honestly, that's pretty damn good. I'm hoping the Bears' offensive line is that good where the highest amount of sacks let up is 4. 3rd and 8, shotgun. Lamar at the 19-yard line. Looking at the 12 for a first down. In the pocket, moving to his left, stiff arms. Oh, and gets sacked. Launched. Not enough time to throw that ball. The Bills defense comes up clutch on that 3rd and 8 after a false start penalty. Big celebration there by Oliver. I believe that's Ed Oliver. Lindenbaum. Nope, not Lindenbaum. He didn't let him up. Oh, man. He just had Lamar. He definitely had Lamar dead to rights there. So, no more Justin Tucker. It's going to be a 52-yard field goal attempt here for the Ravens. Snap, hold, kick is going to be good. Oh, it was moving right a little bit, and I think Bills fans were going to be very happy about them missing that. But the new kicker for the Ravens, I don't know his name, but he gets the field goal. It is 3-7. Bills with the lead here. As they're going to cut to commercial break. I'm going to look it up here actually real quick so I know some of these names. I need to be able to give you guys these names here. Bills roster. Depth chart, that's what I want. And depth chart. Tyler Loop is the new kicker for the Ravens. No more Justin Tucker, like I said earlier. Tyler Loop made a 52-yarder there. On the defensive side, that was Ed Oliver, yep. Joey Bosa on the edge. Greg Rousseau on the other edge. Taquan Jones, defensive tackle. Torian Williams, Tre'Davious White, I believe, is not playing right now. So I got the depth charts ready for you guys whenever you guys need them. Also just for me, so I know exactly who the hell I'm talking about. So 7-3 after a field goal, after the Ravens on a false start, really bad false start. Would have been a 3rd and 3, ended up turning into a 3rd and 8. That really set them back. It seemed like they wanted to get a screen going on that 3rd and 8. The Ravens did, but it just never, materialized there. It seemed like they wanted to do that, but also the offensive line for the Ravens just got beat. Like they got beat bad. So maybe they're trying to do a screen, or maybe they just got beat. It looked like they just got beat though. Rasheen Ali, Keaton Mitchell. I forgot about Keaton Mitchell for the running backs for the Ravens. I mean, really, it's Justice Hill, and it's the Derrick Henry show regardless. Isaiah Likely is not playing tonight. And I know there was a Bills player that was struggling to get up earlier on the defensive or the offense for the Ravens. It's the kickoff here. Bills returner going to get to about the 35-yard line. Great return here. And that was Johnson? Ty Johnson with a return there all the way to the 35. Really good return there for the Bills. All right, Josh Allen, reigning MVP of the NFL in the shotgun. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He's actually under center. James Cook in the backfield. Takes a snap, hands it off. James Cook up the middle. 5, 7, 8, 9 yards. Looking at a 2nd and 1 coming up. James Cook just got paid this year, too, just this past offseason. Josh Allen, Haley Steinfeld got married. A lot of good things happening for the Buffalo Bills. People getting paid. People falling in love. 2nd and 1. 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Dexter likes Josh Allen a lot. Whoa. Haley Steinfeld. All right. That's her man. All right. E-Dub. 2nd and 1 under center. Josh Allen going to hand it off. James Cook again is going to get back to line of scrimmage. Maybe. Maybe gets back to line of scrimmage as we get to 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Hands it off, James Cook. Oh, a 3rd and 1. A second effort by Cook goes nowhere. That defense for the Ravens, just too much to handle. It's going to be about a 4th and 2, 4th and 1.5. Van Noy coming in from the edge. And Madubuike just stuffed the run there. My God, they're just monsters on that defensive line. Dying Nabbit. Here's the punt by the Bills. And they're just going to let that go. Oh! That's a touchdown. I think they muffed it. I think it touched the Ravens guy. They're going to let's see what the replay has to show, but I think the ball bounced onto one of the Ravens defenders. Oh no, it touched. Oh, but it did touch a Ravens guy. It did touch Franklin, so I think that means it's automatic down. Yeah, okay, so it did touch the Bills defender first. So I think the ball is going to be down around the 13-yard line for the Ravens to begin. They what? Yeah, so it did touch the Bills player first, the Bills gunner or whatever. Touched him first, so now they're going to be down at around the 12-yard line. Jordan Stout. Nope. Brad Robbins. So we got almost special teams touchdown by the Bills, but it did touch the Bills player first, and then it touched the Ravens player. So it was already down at around the 12, 13-yard line, but it would have been exciting because the crowd was into it. The crowd was getting into it. It seemed like they thought the same thing. It touched the Ravens guy first, therefore a muffed punt, therefore touchdown on special teams. All right, already a pretty exciting start to this game. I believe that was the end of the first. No, there's about a minute 39 left in the first quarter. I guess it was just a TV timeout here. All right, so far, Lamar Jackson, 21 yards on 3 completions. Josh Allen, 22 yards on 3 completions with a touchdown pass. Rushing, leading rusher right now for the Ravens is Lamar Jackson with 11 yards, followed by Derrick Henry with 9. Derrick Henry has 1 reception for 13 yards. On the Bills side, Ty Johnson, 1 attempt, 17 yards. James Cook, 4 for 10. Josh Allen, 1 for 3. And his 1 passing touchdown was to Dalton Kincaid for 15 yards and that touchdown. Dawson Knox has also gotten a reception for 8 yards, just for anybody interested in fantasy value right now. It's kind of what we're looking at right now. I've got I joined my the league my restaurant started. The guys at my restaurant started, and I got James Cook. So I'm hoping he does pretty well. Actually, I'm going to check on that right now, actually. Where is it? Oh, there it is. All right. Under center at the 15-yard line. Going to hand it off. Derrick Henry breaks a tackle, first down, gets 11 yards on that carry, all the way to about the 26-yard line. Matchups. All right, that's what I thought. James Cook's got 1 whole point so far. Joe Burrow, man, 8.8 points. That's rough. Lamar Jackson shotgun. Derrick Henry in the backfield takes a snap. Going to hand it off. No, fakes it in the pocket, looking, throws it right side, caught, and it's going to be Zay Flowers. Almost fumbles the ball, but comes back up with it at around the 46-yard line of the Ravens. 43 seconds left in this first quarter. Looks like Lamar Jackson may have cut his right hand after he stiff-armed one of the defenders, or just maybe jammed a finger or something. They're just talking about his right hand here. 1st and 10, under center. Lamar Jackson hands it off. It's going to be Derrick Henry for about a yard or 2. Derrick Henry, now I think after that last big run on first down, is going to be the leading rusher here. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw him earlier. You saw the biggest Denver Broncos fan after a Denver Broncos win. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Kyle.
What's up, guys?
Oh, what up, what up, what up?
Just
so
enjoying
7-3, end of the first quarter, Kyle. I don't know if you've been watching the entire first quarter, but what are your thoughts so far?
I've been on the toilet for that.
So what are your thoughts on the toilet? Comfortable? Could
not
be
doing
more
Mike's hard lemonade anymore.
Love to see it. Love to see it. All right.
What happened?
So first offensive possession for the Bills. They go down the field. Dalton Kincaid gets a receiving touchdown from Josh Allen. Then the Ravens come out for their first offensive series. They get into field goal range, can't convert on a 3rd and 3 because of a offensive false start. So it goes to 3rd and 8, unable to get a first down there. So they settle for the field goal. And then they get a punt from the Bills after their second offensive series. And now it's the Ravens near midfield after the end of the first.
Okay. I'm surprised, to be honest. I was talking about my predictions the other day for this game because this was like one of those games where, especially people, when it came to betting, they weren't really sure where to go.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I actually felt pretty strongly, as much as I hate to say this, I felt pretty strongly about the Ravens.
Oh, yeah.
And the main reason was, when I was game planning for this game, and I was going through the Ravens offense against Buffalo's defense. It didn't look good for Buffalo, and it was the fact that they play nickel like 69 or 79% of the time.
69, yep.
On first and second down. So they like to run with 6 or 7 DBs on the field.
Oh.
And when you have a bad secondary and that's your philosophy, it's not a great move. I mean, because Tre'Davion White was out for this game. You had your safety last year in Hamlin, who had a bad year. Then you drafted Cole Bishop, and he, in that Bears preseason game, he got blown out. Like, he looked terrible in that Bears preseason game.
Rashad Bateman with a 5-yard reception.
So, like, you didn't like, what you were seeing from the younger guys that you drafted. And then on top of that, you had injuries in the secondary all over. This was pretty much, from what I saw, a game that the Ravens were going to be able to pick this Buffalo defense apart unless Buffalo played more man. Because when you look at the 2 games they played against the Ravens last year, the Bills had the most success against Lamar when they played man instead of zone, because that zone defense, Lamar is just too good. He's just too good.
And Lamar takes the ball here on 3rd and 3 for a first down all the way to about the 30-yard line. Interesting then that the Bills do that against Lamar if they know that they have more success in man coverage.
And this was exactly what I said. I was trying to find it, and this was exactly my takeaway from all of the preparing I did in 3 pages of studying. The Bills have too many question marks in their secondary for a team that defensively plays a nickel package 89% of the time on first and second down. That's 5 defensive backs. If you play dime, that's 6 defensive backs. On third down, they play dime 48% of the time. And
real quick, Derrick Henry 30-yard touchdown run.
Wow.
For the Ravens, 9-7.
Good job,
Ravens.
Big getting in the end zone.
Oh yeah.
48. So on first and second down, the Bills play nickel 89% of the time. And on third down, they play dime 48% of the time. Dime is 6 DBs and nickel is 5 DBs on the field. Tre'Davious White was listed as doubtful. Was he officially ruled out?
I think so. I'm going to double check.
I'm 99% sure he's not in this game.
I'm going to double check. Yeah.
Cole Bishop. Yeah, let me wait for.
No, it's okay. Keep going.
So Tre'Davious White listed at, let's just say
inactive. Inactive.
Yeah,
yep.
Inactive. Cole Bishop struggled massively in the Bears' 38-0 preseason game, and Damar Hamlin's coming off a terrible season. They drafted Maxwell Harrison in the first round to play the nickel spot, but he's not playing at all. My question is, if you're going to play 5 defensive backs at a time, how are these unproven players going to match up with Baltimore offensively? Are these rookies ready to go? I have to take Baltimore in this, but I'm cheering for Buffalo. I would be shocked if somehow Buffalo comes out here and has a ton of success playing nickel and dime packages on defense.
Yeah. Yeah, and hearing that now too is kind of reinforcing why I thought too that the Bills were going to be losing this game even at home. Now, my thinking was it was just the talent on the field too, like the defense, especially. The offenses on both sides of the on both of these teams is like exceptional. But then you get to the defense and then you realize, yeah, the Bills have some guys, but Baltimore just has much more talent, and they've been doing it a little bit, guys, on the Bills. And now that you talk to me about coverages, nickel versus the 6 DBs on there, man coverage versus zone, I mean, it's gonna make my take look better. It's gonna make mine.
And there's no Von Miller, so if you run man, which they have more success with, but they have to be able to get after the quarterback. So with Lamar, you lost Von Miller, and I guess the big question for me in this game is how is Joey Bosa going to be? Is he going to be able to kind of fill that spot and provide pressure? Because he has I think 6 sacks combined in his last 2 seasons.
Yeah, and he gets injured a lot.
Right. So for him, he's kind of looking for a resurgent season. So he doesn't just kind of fade off into the abyss of once was.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, that's what's exciting is I don't know, maybe he turns left and has a 15 sack season.
Yeah.
Or a 12 sack season is more likely. But if he I'll say that's his ceiling, probably 12 sacks.
Yeah, I could see that, but he has to stay healthy. He has to.
Have you seen him make any plays yet?
No, but I have seen him on the defensive line. He hasn't really made an impact yet, although Lamar was facing a lot of pressure on their offensive series before this one that they just scored in. They returned the kick here, the Bills, all the way to about the 24-yard line. So I don't know if he was in on that necessarily, but they have caused Lamar some pressure, but nowhere near as much as they probably want to prevent any big plays like the Derrick Henry one we just saw.
Okay. And yeah, like you said, that was a 30-yard run, right?
Yeah, it was a 30-yard touchdown run. Jinja, could not be happier to hang out with you too. And I'm going to show you something. Hold on one sec.
I'm hanging out with Jinja next week.
Jinja. We got the Voodoo Ranger, baby. That's Voodoo Ranger.
That's a good friend. I know Rick doesn't like that beer.
I don't. And because it's an IPA. I only get them now because that one time Ginger was like, you got Rangers, I got Rangers, let's fucking chug. So
I love you guys.
Yeah. Glad we can help you de-stress after a long day, Ginger. We're glad for that. 2nd and 10 here. Josh Allen in the shotgun. 3 wide, takes the snap, looking to pass. Quick pass right side, and it's going to be caught for about 4 yards, and that's Palmer. Palmer, I think, was on the...
You're a little ahead of me.
Oh, I'll pause it then real quick.
I see 2nd and 10. We got pre-snap motion. Allen looking, firing right side, caught.
Can you fast forward at all, you think, or no?
No, this is the...
Okay. Let me know when they snap the ball on 3rd and 6.
Okay.
Let me know when they snap it.
Yeah, I think I'm behind you 30 seconds.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're barely getting to the catch. I've been seeing that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's 3rd and 6. And you want me to tell you when they snap it?
Yeah.
Okay. And we got Josh Allen, shotgun, play clock down to 5. Snap, throw, caught, tackled.
Yep. Oh, and there was a fumble. I think the Bills jumped right back on it there.
I don't know. The Ravens look like they're celebrating, don't they?
Oh, no.
He fumbled it forward out of bounds.
Oh.
And that was Kyle Hamilton, the $100+ million man.
Yep.
And what makes Hamlin so special is his versatility. I mean, he can come up and play almost like a linebacker if you need him to. And you can also put him in the nickel as a coverage guy, there's just nothing he can't do. He's one of a kind when it comes to the versatility.
Here's the punt, going to be fielded around the 25. Ravens taking it to the 30, about the 31 after he ran backwards.
Yeah, it's like if it ever looks like it took long enough to turn around that you had to think about it, like you made the wrong choice. Like it only works if like you just do it.
Yeah.
Like when it looks like you were thinking about it, it never
It's
works.
not going to work. Yeah. Ginger said he's got a pair of shorts for the show for you. They have like a neon coloring that goes with the background of the show, and they're Colts and they're sick. Kyle, you're getting some shorts, brother.
I'm getting shorts.
You're getting shorts.
What's up with that? Like this in the 90s where there'd be like, eat my shorts. What a
Dude,
dumb
eat my
dick.
shorts. Dude, eat my short. How dare you? That's a Bart Simpson's classic.
Oh, okay. I
How
never really
dare
liked
you.
The Simpsons that much.
You're a nerd. Baltimore back with the ball at the 31-yard line. Lamar Jackson. That's fair. Shotgun. He's got two receivers wide, two tight ends, one running back. Snap in the pocket, looking to pass. Quick pass over the middle. It's going to be Rashad Bateman for about 6 yards on first down.
Rashad Bateman is going to be playing kind of a more critical role. We had Zay Flowers, who was dealing with injuries. Isaiah Likely all week was listed on the injury report as questionable. I don't know if he's active or not, but
he's out.
Offensively for the Ravens, they like to run two tight end sets, but if Isaiah Likely can't go, then they're going to use three wide receivers with Rashad Bateman needing a big game.
In the shotgun, Lamar, one running back. Derrick Henry going to hand it off. Derrick Henry right side, trying to go through the middle. And it's going to be a first down, big run at the 50, the 40, the 30, stiff arm the 20, 15. Big run by Derrick Henry again. How do you stop this guy? You can't.
You can't. But the problem is for Buffalo, the reason that they play these nickel and dime packages is because they have a lot of guys that are athletic that can cover space quick. But that's another way of saying they don't have any big, powerful guys that play physical. And Derrick Henry and the Baltimore Ravens right now are just bullying them at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun, Lamar Jackson at the 15-yard line. Does a little bit of motion. 1st and 10, takes the snap, hands it off. It's going to be Justice Hill, I believe. And that's going to be about a 5-yard gain. So 2nd and 5 upcoming for the Ravens.
I thought Justice Hill had a pretty good season last year.
Yeah, and maybe that wasn't Justice Hill. I think that was – oh, no, it was. Yeah. Oh, wait.
Ollie?
Yeah, I got to look at the depth charts here.
Yeah, I don't know much about Ollie.
Rashid Ali, yeah.
I'm going to learn, though.
Here we go. Shotgun at the 10-yard line. Lamar Jackson, 3 wide receivers out wide, motioning to the right side, takes the snap, going to hand it off. No, he's going to take it himself. Lamar Jackson up the middle, touchdown, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is where the Ravens probably start to pull away. And once they're in the red zone, this team is almost unstoppable in the red zone. I mean, there's just so much they can do, and you just don't really have a choice. If you play man, Lamar Jackson gets rolled out of the pocket, and then there's a lane there, and by the time the defense even knows what he's doing, it's over. The play's over there.
Right there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson is just, we say it every year, but not only is he unique, he's a one of a kind. I mean, last year he was the first quarterback to rush for like 900 yards while throwing for over 4,000 yards.
Yeah, 4,100 yards, 41 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. Insane.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane. I don't know how you don't win MVP with a year like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing I guess knocking him would be that his team's loaded, and Baltimore or Buffalo was supposed to be like regressing after losing Diggs.
Yep.
But and I think also that Josh Allen 5 touchdown game helped him, where he ran for 4 touchdowns. You remember that? like week 12 or something. He had a stretch there where he was just going off. I think it was against the Rams, and then he played. I think it was Minnesota the week. No, it was Detroit. It was Detroit.
Yeah, it was the Detroit game. Yeah, and also we had talked about this too. It was either last week or the week prior where the reason I believe that Josh Allen won the MVP over Lamar was because of how many times the Bills needed him to take over in order to win those games and put them in the position to get in the playoffs. That eventually led to an AFC championship game. I think at the end of the day, that's why he won it, because by numbers alone, Lamar Jackson's the MVP. But like you said, Derrick Henry rushed for over 1,900 yards, had 14 or 16 touchdowns. I forget what the number was. He was loaded. Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews, Rashad Bateman, Zay Flowers had over 1,000 yards, only 4 touchdowns for wide receiver 1. But yeah, like you said, I think it was loaded, and that's why I think the reason Josh Allen won is because without Josh Allen, that Bills team is not a playoff team. Like, no matter what, they're not a playoff team.
No,
Stephon Diggs are not. They're not.
Yeah, and it's funny that that's what we came away thinking when the other part of it was that this was the first year where Josh Allen didn't need to be Superman, because the offensive philosophy that they were going with, they were running the football more than any team in the NFL on first and second down. They established the run. They're a running football team. We never really saw that in previous Josh Allen seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year, James Cook kind of breaks out and Buffalo establishes themselves as a balanced football team, which is funny because we're like, no other quarterback could have took them to the playoffs. But at the same time, we're saying like they were not asking Josh Allen to do everything also.
Yeah.
Like a typical season. So it was just kind of hard to gauge anything, really.
Mm-hmm. Here's a kick, return to the 20, to the 25, about the 30-yard line is where the Buffalo Bills are going to start their next offensive series. And that's true because they were a little bit more balanced. They found James Cook. They had a Singletary prior to that. But until James Cook really emerged as a running back, we were always like, the Bills just don't have a run game. Everything goes through Josh Allen. And yeah, Singletary will get a touch here. This other running back will get a touch there, but it all goes through Allen at the end of the day. And now they found James Cook, who just got paid this offseason. So now 1st and 10 at the 30, under center, Josh Allen motions. He's going to toss it right side for about 7 yards. 2nd and 3 should be coming up.
I like the lower center of gravity. It looked like maybe when this toss was initially caught, it was a little awkward looking. Yeah, it was.
And I believe it's Ray Davis on the run.
But you see right here, Kyle Hamilton goes high, and he's able to pick up a couple more yards.
Yeah.
Good job not fumbling that ball. That could have been catastrophic. This is a home game for Buffalo. They got to stay
right. And it already seems kind of out of reach. 2nd and 3, motion to the right side. Josh Allen going to hand it off. It's going to be a 1st down.
Yeah, that's really important. I kind of like the tempo that Buffalo's playing right now because the sense of urgency is real. I mean, you don't score on this drive, and it's a 24/7 game. I mean, you got to score here and make it a 3-point game. Get your team back into it.
Yeah. That was Elijah Moore, wide receiver. So 1st and 10 here for the Bills at the 45, at their 45-yard line. Josh Allen's going to move into shotgun.
Watch Singletary on the outside running a streak.
Snap, fakes the handoff, looking, going to dump. No, it gets tipped. And it's going to be an incomplete pass for Josh Allen.
Yeah, he was trying to get the ball to Singletary.
Yeah.
And good play getting the hands up. But look at, again, like we talked about the line of scrimmage in Buffalo just getting bullied. There's 3 Ravens in the backfield before he throws this football. And this is a quick design pass. Like it's not like he was hanging out back there.
Yeah, that was Broderick Washington, right? Edge for the Ravens in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Josh Allen, 3 receivers, 1 running back, 1 tight end, takes a snap, looking to pass. He's going to dump it off there to James Cook with the reception, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for James Cook in that play.
Important 3rd and 10 coming up, and it's not where you want to be.
No, dude, not at all. And with less than 8 minutes remaining in this first half, you at least want to get into field goal range, make it somewhat close before the Ravens, before that halftime starts to hit, and maybe the Ravens go on a long offensive drive. You just don't want to be left, without any points on the board or without any, semblance of an offense. Josh Allen scrambling left, looking, passes it, caught. And that's Keon Coleman on the reception into Ravens territory at about the 38-yard line. Let's see. Caught, both feet in, still in bounds. Takes a snap. Josh Allen, quick throw right side, and it's going to be Knox for a first down, it looks like. There we go. This is the offense that the Bills need right now in order to get into at least field goal territory to make it a 1-score game here. Down 2 scores, 17-7, 6:50 and counting in this second quarter. They're trying to go a little bit hurry up, it seems like. At least those last 2 plays have been a bit hurried up. Trying to get into the end zone. But honestly, a field goal would be good right now. 1st and 10. Josh Allen under center, motions to his right side, takes a snap, going to toss it James Cook right side. James Cook gets past a couple defenders and gets an 8-yard gain. Buffalo looking a little bit better right now. Defense looks tired right now for the Ravens. Roquan Smith breathing a little heavy there.
I got it. So look at this. I was preparing for this stream.
Yeah.
These are all my notes about like the Ravens offense.
Hell yeah.
Buffalo's defense. So
James Cook on the rush, gets back to the line of scrimmage. Going to be a 3rd and 3 coming up. You took a ton of notes there.
Yeah, that was one thing I wanted to do this year was like, since you do the play-by-play and I give color, I wanted to have a lot of notes about like players, because then when something happens, I can actually tell a story or
yeah. It is kind of cool though, like the dynamic we got here too. It's pretty fun. 3rd and 3.
Yeah.
Josh
Allen, better every year.
It does. It really does. Gonna hand it off up the middle, and I believe that's Shakur for a first down to about the 12 or 11-yard line of the Ravens.
Yeah, I love that play design right here, because this is like a gotta have it first down.
Yeah.
And they're still running the football, because it starts with running the football with Buffalo, and on that drive, it ends with running the football. That was a 3rd down, right?
That was a 3rd down. They converted a first, and it was with Khalil Shakur, a wide receiver, just kind of a quick shovel pass in front of them. And now they are at the 12-yard line. Josh Allen takes a snap, looking to pass, throwing left. Incomplete, a little too far out for Keon Coleman. I think he rushed that pass a little bit too. So,
yeah, Keon Coleman, one of my favorite bets. He was not at 1,000 yards receiving. I think that's a bet I would love. I think he takes that next step and becomes the number 1 receiver and gets 1,000 yards receiving this year. Last year he had 556 yards, but his average catch was 19.2 yards. So he's getting those big chunk plays.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Josh Allen shotgun, 3 receivers wide, motioning James Cook, takes a snap, going to hand it off James Cook left side, and he's going to get about 3 yards on that play. So we're looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. They need to get to the 2 or 3 yard line for a 1st and goal. 3rd down right now. 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yeah, Joe Brady is going to continue to run the football here, even though they're down 17-7. They got to stick to their identity because they are not that team that can get one-dimensional against the Ravens and win.
Here we go, 3rd and 8. Allen shotgun. Motions right side. Takes the snap. Looking to pass. Over the middle. Caught. And it's going to be, I believe that's Shakur. And he's going to only get about 2 or 3 yards. So it's going to be a 4th down. Allen looking at the sidelines, hoping that Coach McDermott says, let's go for it. But they're going to take, I think they're trotting the kicking unit out there.
Yeah, there was a chance that Shakur wasn't going to suit up for this game.
And, oh, really?
Yeah, he was on the injury report, and I thought Kincaid would probably be that guy that would have to see some extra shots if Shakur couldn't go. But
yeah,
good for Buffalo that they're able to get who was their number 1 receiver last year out there. But Buffalo didn't really have a true 1 last year.
Snap, hold, kick is good. 25 yards is good for God, who's their kicker now? I believe that was Matt Prater. Yeah, Matt Prater with a 25-yard field goal gets the Bills within a score. Ravens still lead 17-10 with about 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
One of my like favorite things when I was game planning for this and I was looking at Buffalo's offense is that I saw that they play jumbo personnel almost 15% of the time. And jumbo personnel is like when you bring in an extra offensive lineman, and it's essentially like you need 1 yard, right? It's like 1, you're on the 1. There's no chance you're passing it type of formation. Like it's obvious when you see it. There's like 1 receiver out there and everyone else is like bundled up. In Buffalo last year, they were in jumbo 50% of the time, which was more than any team in the NFL. What's crazy is that they threw the ball 25% of the time they were in jumbo, which is
a quarter of the time you're throwing it. Wow.
Yeah. So they might even throw a pass to like a Alec Anderson, who's normally that extra tight end. That's really like a 300-pound offensive lineman. Like
in there for blocking.
I mean, you see these offensive linemen catching touchdowns nowadays. Like they're athletic.
Very, very Ben Johnson-esque of them to do that. I remember a while back when Matt Nagy, his first year as a Bears head coach, 2018, we had a guy in like a jumbo package like that just to fool everybody else. I forget his name, but I remember the celebration he did when he caught a touchdown, and he was like he's a fucking cowboy or something like that. Yeah. It was so funny.
Well, at this point in the game, the one thing I'm a little surprised is the scoring, because last year I thought this would be the under. 51.5 was the point total. I thought the under would hit because last year in both games, they never scored more than 45 points.
Really?
Collectively, yeah. And then Baltimore and Buffalo, I was like, I like them both to score under 25.5 points because they didn't do that last year. And you see all these points that they've scored already. Buffalo, they're at 27 already. So I say that to say, don't be surprised if we go through like an entire quarter without points. And you think in this type of a moment, this is going to be a 31-28 game. You could blink and the final score is like 17-20.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I felt like there was going to be a lot more points scored, but sometimes, the game settles down.
Ravens returning this kick to the 30, the
Never mind.
40, the 47-yard line. And that is Rasheen Ali, running back, returning that kick. Great return. And just like that, Kyle, they're in perfect position to score another touchdown.
Yeah, right when he was running that back, I'm like, never mind. But also, you see right here, Derrick Henry, 86 yards after contact today. Like, if Buffalo makes their tackles, like these big plays aren't happening. So, their scoring could slow down, but not if Buffalo continues to just miss tackles.
Already 101 yards for Derrick Henry and a touchdown. Lamar Jackson going to hand it off to Henry. Henry 50 to the 40. Wow. Another big run after contact. Like,
yeah, this is embarrassing right now.
Yeah, this guy, I mean, Derrick Henry sees an opening in the defense. He's going to take it, and he's going to take it for 15 plus yards every single time.
Yeah, Derrick Henry was 83.5 yards was the projection. I said hit the over on that and the under on Josh Allen's passing yards, which was set at 238.
2-minute warning upcoming, 2 minutes, 5 seconds and counting. Lamar Jackson shotgun trips left, takes a snap, going to hand it off. Derrick Henry again for about 4 or 5 yards. That is going to be the 2-minute warning in this second quarter.
If you ever,
what's that?
I was going to say, and if you want to see really how balanced Buffalo was last year, their last 5 games of the season, Josh Allen averaged 174 passing yards, which is why I thought take the under on the 238 passing yards, which wasn't to say that the Bills won't win. It's just the Bills, the last 5 games of the season last year, they just showed us like we don't even need Josh Allen to throw 200 yards to win.
Yeah.
But that's only if they can remain balanced. And the way that Derrick Henry's running the football, I don't think that they're going to be able to be the team they want to be because they're going to be playing from behind this entire game if they don't fix, the fact that Derrick Henry's running 10, 12 yards a pop.
And that's what Ginge is saying. Henry is going to stunt this year. He wants to prove that he is and has been the best back in the league. And last year, I was mentioning his stats last year, over 1,900 yards rushing, 14 touchdowns. But when you got Saquon being Saquon last year, it's almost like Henry had a good year. And you kind of say that and it's almost dismissive of the year he had just because Saquon eclipsed that 2,000 yard mark. But yeah, I mean, Derrick Henry is just a force to reckon with. And he was one of those guys that when he turned 30, it seemed like in Tennessee, like his talents were being a little wasted in my opinion. So I was like, okay, I think he's going to digress, from Tennessee. And then he gets on the Ravens and just absolutely, demolishes any sort of talk about running backs over 30, being worse than their entire career after that. So Derrick Henry is just a monster, man.
Yeah, they got just, and I haven't seen, have you seen 42 for the Ravens? Because I put a big circle around Patrick Ricard, Ricar, R-I-C-A-R. Patrick, I think it's Ricard or Ricker. I think it's Ricker. Patrick Ricker. That sounds right. But anyway, he's number 42. When you watch him, right?
On the Ravens?
On the Ravens, yeah.
Okay.
He's an on the line tight end, and he'll block for Henry from that spot. But he also blocks for Henry from the halfback spot, and he'll line up as H-back, but oftentimes takes you to the football.
Yeah, he's out for week 1.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lamar over the middle, tipped. Incomplete. 3rd and 5 upcoming.
It's good seeing these offensive linemen for the Ravens have some success because you saw Rosengarten last year really start to kind of come in to his own at the position. It was a little bumpy in the beginning, but
yeah,
they saw something in him. That's why they let Ben Powers go, and he's starting to turn into an actual top 15, top 10 guard in the
Tackle.
league. Tackle.
Is he a tackle or a guard?
Tackle. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
who's the guard that they have? That
Andrew Voorhees.
Andrew Voorhees. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the one that was just on camera, right?
I think so. Yeah.
This offensive line was considered a question mark last year when we were going into the season.
Mm-hmm.
This year, people weren't really saying, the Ravens have issues at the offensive line. They didn't draft or replace any positions.
Mm-hmm.
They have the same starting five, which is like the number one sign that you don't have an offensive line problem is that you didn't change any position.
And Lamar here in the shotgun. 3 receivers, takes a snap, looking to pass over the middle. Who caught that? I didn't know if it was
Flowers.
Yeah, it was Flowers. I didn't know if it was Andrews or Flowers inside the red zone.
Yeah, Flowers all the way. That was a one read throw. And Lamar, honestly, if he throws a better ball, this could be maybe even a bigger play. But
yeah,
Zay Flowers wasn't in the game last time these two teams played because of that injury. But all that I was saying about the offensive line a minute ago, the reason it's important is because the Ravens, they started last year. I think they were like 1-4 when it was week 5.
Yeah, they started off with a really bad record.
And Pittsburgh was running away with the division. And there was even a point where the Steelers were, I think, 11-2. And it was like, okay, so the Ravens are going to be a wild card team, but still, they're better than the Steelers. Yeah. We didn't even consider that the Ravens could win the division, which they ended up. But it was the offensive line improving that actually started stacking wins for Baltimore. That's why they struggled early.
Lamar Jackson going to hand it off to Justice Hill. Justice Hill fumbles back to the 30 and is going to lose big yards on that play. Credit to the Buffalo defense there. And I think that was Joey Bosa. There he is. Yeah.
Here he is, that punchable. No, that's Bernard. Is that Bernard? No, that's Joey Bosa. Yeah, this is what you want to see if you're a Buffalo fan, right? You bring in this guy. You're hoping that he has something left in the tank, not just like what Von Miller did, like something real left in the tank where he could be a Pro Bowler. That's the upside of Joey Bosa. You mentioned that he can't stay healthy, but the reason you take a chance on him with all of his health history is because when he's playing at his best, he is one of the best. So Buffalo didn't really get that kind of production out of Von Miller. He was hurt all the time.
Yep.
They were managing him, snap managing. He didn't see the field much. I think this is an upgrade at the position.
Yeah.
But it really depends just on how he does this year. But this is the kind of start that makes you think already it's an upgrade. Von didn't have a sack last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is already game 1 of the season. He's already making impact there. Yeah, it's Justice Hill, but an impact nonetheless. 2nd and 25 now. Lamar in the shotgun takes the snap, going to get it to Zay Flowers, who's going to reverse field. No, he's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 25 coming up.
Zay Flowers was one of my favorite wide receivers when he was drafted out of Boston College because he, very similar to the Bears draft pick of Luther Burden, is somebody that you're going to see this with Luther Burden, that it's almost a running back where these design plays where snap the ball, give him the ball. The whole idea is just get him in space because he's so elusive when he is in space. He knows how to make people miss. And you know how good he is. He was the first Pro Bowl wide receiver the Ravens have had in 29 years. Think about that.
Oh, my God.
29 years without a Pro Bowl wide receiver until Zay Flowers.
That's wild.
Yeah, almost unbelievable.
Honestly. And that's what that I was saying earlier, too. Like, only 4 touchdowns for wide receiver 1. You'd think maybe a little bit more, maybe like 7, 8, but only 4. Lamar Jackson going to hand it off. No, he's going to take it himself. up the middle, reverses field a little bit, back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a
Their
yard.
ball may be on the ground. Let's see. No, that's a fight. This is
Yeah.
Joey Bosa again.
Yep.
He does a great job not giving up containment. Look, he keeps his outside leverage. He's able to get Mark Andrews immediately. Mark Andrews is not actually blocking him at all. But right here, that right there, there's so many players that would lose their containment. It's hard because you have to trust his speed, but you got to watch the hips. They always say hips don't lie, right? Isn't that what and with Lamar, if you don't watch his hips, you'll get burned. That was just a great job by Bosa.
He was a 49-yard field goal attempt for Ravens' new kicker, Tyler Loop. He made a 50-plus yarder earlier. Snap, hold, kick is going to be good.
Yeah, this is interesting. So Tucker out, new kicker. It's just interesting because, 3-4 years ago, Justin Tucker was like the best. Is he the greatest kicker in the history of the NFL? And now 3 years later, Tucker's not on a team. There's this new kicker. I don't know anything about this guy. Do you?
No, other than his name, I have no idea who he is, like what he's about or what. And I was actually going to try to look up
a 49-yard field goal is, it's not nothing. So that's a good sign. That kick looked perfect.
Yeah, even his 50-yarder too was really nice. And I'm trying to see he's only been in his career with Baltimore.
I wonder, was he on the practice squad last year?
I think so, because it says 3 years all with Baltimore. I gotta look up his. Okay. 5'11". Oh, so he's a rookie this year. This is the guy they drafted. So he has only been, this is his first game in the NFL. And so far, 2 for 2, not bad.
Yeah. This is kind of like if you had a list of 5 things you're looking for, how's Joey Bosa going to be with the Bills? How's the Ravens new kicker going to be? And then with Isaiah Likely, was he officially ruled out?
He was ruled out, and let me just double check here what he had inactive for week 1 versus Buffalo because of a foot injury. Yeah. Jinjo, what you got? Go ahead, Kyle.
Oh, okay. So with Isaiah Likely being out, we saw this last year. Whenever Isaiah Likely was out, the Ravens would change up their offense, and instead of running instead of running 11 personnel,
12,
they would run. Was it 12? Let me see where I actually wrote this down.
I thought 12 was a 2 tight ends.
2 tight ends, I think, is 12 personnel.
Yeah,
11 personnel is 3 wide receivers, 1 halfback, 1 tight end.
Oh, okay.
With 1 running back, 1 tight end. Yeah. 3 wide receivers. So that's what my note said. It said if Isaiah Likely can't play, they'll run 11 personnel. And then you'll see Charlie Kolar if Likely can't go. Who's that other tight end outside of Mark Andrews, who's in a contract season this year. And he had that drop. He's gonna have a big year. This is a big year, a contract year for a guy that was considered top 3 at the position 4 years ago. I mean, tight ends can play a lot longer than a lot of other positions. So if he has a big year, it could be worth tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah, which is weird because they take a lot of punishment too, especially the blocking tight ends. 1st and 10 here at the 27-yard line. Josh Allen in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. Motions, takes the snap, looking, rolling left, looking. Is he going to take it? He's going to throw over the middle. Caught.
Wow.
That is going to be Khalil Shakur into Ravens territory. 12 seconds left, 11, 10.
You got to spike it
9,
with 8. You got to spike it with 7
7.
seconds. I mean, it's tough because It would be enough if they got out of bounds, but with the Ravens like playing the perimeter,
Yeah.
I don't think it's enough to throw it in the middle of the field and run up and spike.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Do you think 7's enough to run like Travis Kelce, 12 seconds left in the game, Buffalo, AFC divisional round type of a play? I think you need at least 8.
I think he can do it because they had just showed a stat not too long ago that he gets the ball out of his hands the fastest he's ever gotten it out in his career at 2.9 seconds or so. So I think if you do a really quick out route with either Shakur or Keon Coleman, get an extra 10 yards, maybe something around there, 7 yards, you're going to be put in good field position for Prater, hopefully in enough of a good position where he can hit that field goal to get it within a score. Yeah. Tyler Bass is out.
Tyler Bass is out.
Yeah.
Matt Prater is in. Fuck.
Yep. Matt Prater.
Matt Prater's longtime Denver Bronco, so I know Matt Prater well. I'm starting Tyler Bass right now. So
there he is. You're starting Bass.
Damn, but no, Matt Prater has a leg. I've seen him kick 60-plus yarders in Denver all the time. So he has a 64 long.
Allen back to pass, no pressure.
What are they doing?
Left side, caught.
That's not
Kincaid.
That's going to be the end of the half.
Oh no!
We can go back and look at it. Josh wants there to be 1 second, but
he said
you
1
waited
second.
too long. I mean,
Ravens are gone. They're running out the tunnel.
Look at this, though. I mean,
1.
That was the longest second of my life.
That was, yeah.
And I'll add this. Is it when his body touches the floor out of bounds?
Or when the ball goes out?
They're putting 1 second back on the clock. I can't believe this. Josh Allen took so long to throw this football. And is he out now or now? Dude,
I think it's when the ball goes out of bounds.
1 Mississippi. That is the longest second of my life. I'm not going for the Ravens, but that just seemed like that definitely seemed like that was the end of the half when I saw that play.
43-yard field goal attempt, snap, hold, kick is good. The Bills get on the board. They give them the extra second. And it's going to be 20-13 heading into halftime. The Ravens are receiving the second half kickoff. Kyle, I'm a little like that should be half a second, maybe.
Let's see. I had my final score in this one, 38-35.
Oh,
which is funny because when I did my game planning for it, I had this note that all of these games have been, less than under 51.5 points.
Yeah.
And then when I made my prediction, I was like, fuck it, 35-38. I went 38-35. And then did I say Buffalo just because I wanted them to win?
You said you're like, I'm not going to pick the Ravens. Give me Buffalo to win the game.
Yeah, my real winner is here, which I'm cheering for Buffalo. I believed that the Ravens were going to win, but I thought they're at home. It's a home opener.
Yeah.
You don't like Baltimore. So don't do it. Don't pick them. But if it was money, I would take.
I would take Ravens. I'm gonna read this question real quick by Ginger. Being from Chicago, did you love Your Life by G Baby from Hardball? No bullshit, lovable persona. You're the white grown-up G Baby. Funny enough, Ginger. A couple things. I'm not white. I am Mexican, 100%. I met.
You thought you were white?
I think so. It's because of the bright lights. I actually, when I went to this Southern Illinois University for the 1 year I was there, the actor who played G Baby in Hardball was actually there in the university when I was there too. I met the dude and I was like, oh my God, you look exactly like G Baby. And one of my buddies goes, oh yeah, that's G Baby. He played G Baby in Hardball. I was like, no way, with Keanu Reeves and all that shit. It was insane. I love that movie. It's sad what happened to him in the movie, Jinja. But yeah, no, G Baby was fucking cool as hell. Jinja said, fucking miss you, Rick. Fuck your new job. I love my new job, Jinja. I know I'm not on as often as I would like to be, but I do really love my new job. So I know you hate it because you don't see me as much, but I definitely love it.
It's funny that you made that comment about Josh Allen being able to run a play and get a field goal off because of how fast he gets the ball out of his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Because I actually wrote this down. Joe Brady has gotten through to Josh that they don't need a number one wide receiver. He helped Josh just drop back and hit the open wide receiver. The ball is coming out fast, much more efficient, great arm talent. Josh Allen has never gotten the ball out faster. Run game, pass game, they have the double-edged sword. Now the Ravens' number one passing defense or rushing defense. You know, the Ravens were the number one rushing defense last year. But they
Really?
were one of the worst passing defenses in the NFL.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
Last year, what they 36 what is this? 36 carries, 147 yards, and 3 touchdowns. They gave up. They ran it 31st last year in pass defense. Malik Starks, Jair Alexander that they bring in from Green Bay. These are 2 guys that they added to try to fix their issues in the secondary because last year, even when their defense got better mid-season, the one thing is that they didn't get turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't get turnovers. So that's one thing that we'll be looking to see. I like those big things like the Joey Bosa, the kicker for Baltimore.
Yeah.
How's the Ravens secondary going to be? Because last year, that's why the Ravens were winning those games 35-38 was because teams were just able to drop back.
Pass the ball.
The only weakness in this whole
Yeah.
team is that they had no pass defense. They were 29th out of 32 teams. So I'm interested in this second half, the way the game's going. I think there's going to be a lot of passing, and I'm wondering if the Ravens are going to be able to hold up or if it's going to be a lot like last year where it's a shootout.
And it's weird because I think because Nate Wiggins was a rookie last year too, where they were able to attack him a little bit more. Now, Nate Wiggins was somebody that was taken in the first round in last year's draft, and that I think we were all high on too. I mean, obviously he got taken in the first round, so we knew he had talent. And then that's when the Ravens made the or not, they didn't make the trade, I believe, but they acquired Jair Alexander. I think from the Packers, or he was already a free agent. They brought in Jair Alexander. And then they add him with Kyle Hamilton, Malachi Starks, and then Marlon Humphrey as their slot corner. So that, I think the Ravens obviously knew that, hey, we do have a pretty big issue in terms of pass defense. Kyle Hamilton's a beast. That's like no questions about it. But now we need to make sure our cornerbacks are just as good. And Jair Alexander, for all of his injury history, definitely seems to be an upgrade.
He's already on the injury report, right? Is he even playing today?
It says full participant for Jair Alexander.
The one of the most like amazing. Do you remember that stat with the Chargers where they were not a playoff team and they had the number 1 offense and the number 1 defense?
Yeah, in like 2010 or whatever. Yeah.
It's like something that you will never see again. Last year was kind of one of those where the Ravens defense ranked 4th in the fewest points allowed and 29th in passing defense.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, how?
I don't get it either, dude. Like, when we talk about the Chargers being the best offense and defense, like, how do you not go to the playoffs in that same year? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't.
James Cook just signed his big contract. You think he's going to kind of deliver 4 seasons of what we saw last year?
I think so. And especially, I think the biggest reason why too is because you've got Josh Allen as the MVP on the Buffalo Bills. You're already expecting Josh Allen to be as dynamic as he has been the last few seasons. You had a running game to that. I think it's just another thing for the defense to kind of look at. So I think as long as the offensive line for the Bills is good in terms of run blocking, I think James Cook is going to be able to deliver, because James Cook, I'm not sure how old he is, but he's like 26-ish or something like that.
Yeah, 40,
right now.
45% of
25.
30. You said 25?
25 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, and 45% of the plays that he was a part of last year were pass plays.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he's very like 50-50. He's not like a bell cow necessarily. He's like somebody that is really good at just catching the ball and going. And that's why he was so valuable in fantasy, was because it was like just the sheer amount of catches for a PPR league.
Mm-hmm.
Is like every time he has the ball in his hands, half the time he caught it for a running back. No, you got Roquan Smith, who's kind of the leader on this defense with Kyle Hamilton as well. They got Trenton Simpson, number 40, Teddy Buchanan out of California comes onto the team.
Take a quick pee for the D, right back.
Okay. Yeah, but they have to cover the checkdowns better. Kyle Hamilton, though. Kyle Hamilton is just, I can't say enough about him. I was so upset when I saw the Ravens trade up into the first round to get him, because I wanted him so bad, and I'm seeing it reminded me of like what the Eagles do when they sat at 12 and got Jalen Carter, and then at the very end of the first round they're able to get Nolan Smith. It's like, how are they doing this? How are these other teams passing up? Now let's just go back for a second and see the players that were picked in front of Kyle Hamilton for fun. I think it was the 2018 draft. It was 2019. Okay. Yeah, I knew that actually. So, and by the way, it wasn't like in the 2019 draft class, it was like people thought Kyle Hamilton was good, but no one knew he was going to be this good. No, he was like projected as the best safety defensive back in the draft class. There was no mystery at all. It's funny because Kyle Hamilton feels like he's a lot younger than Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa is in the same draft class, but it feels like Nick Bosa's, I don't know, to me, it feels like Nick Bosa's like 30 and Kyle Hamilton's like 25. I don't know why. Do you guys feel that way too? So Kyler Murray went number 1 overall. Do they regret it? Does Arizona regret it? I guess not. He was the number 1 position rank. Post-draft analysis. We got Ginger said he runs like Westbrook plays, talking about James Cook. Slow, balls to the wall. I love watching guys like that as much as artistic runner with the ball or dribbling. Eagles, once upon a time, were not always the greatest drafting-wise. The Eagles, however, got the McNabb pick right, even though the popular choice was Ricky Williams at the time. Fucking used to love watching Le'Veon Bell run. Literal art, like watching Bruce Lee strike. Yeah, I remember because they would have. He was so patient before deciding what he was going to do. It was like he was seeing the game Matrix slow motion. It was pretty incredible that it only lasted so long. And Joey is like 28, but I was talking about Nick Bosa, not even Joey. Nick Bosa. I feel Joey Bosa to me feels even younger than Nick Bosa, but to me, Nick Bosa feels like he's like 5 years older than Kyle Hamilton. They came out of the same draft class. So let's just look at the players that were selected in front of Kyle Hamilton. I actually I'm gonna wait for Rick to get back for this because this is gonna be a little a fun thing that we're gonna do here. You know what's even more fun is to look at the players that were drafted in front of Lamar Jackson. Let's see, 2018. I believe Lamar was 2018. Yeah, 2018, 32nd. Crazy. And the Browns had the number 1 overall pick, and they got Baker. Nothing wrong with Baker, but you know, I was watching this video the other day of all the college football, like, I don't know what you call them, traditions, like songs they play, the light shows that the stadiums do, and like the sheer amount of energy. And I was like, why don't like we have this? I'm like, we have more money than these colleges. We own Walmart. I want to see more drone shows. And as I was thinking that last week, they showed a drone of Josh Allen in Sunday Night Football's logo. So I'm like, okay, maybe we're starting to get more drone shows involved with the NFL, but we need more light shows as well. I don't see the lights flickering, flashing. Like, why not? I want to see some more of that. But then I thought, well, I guess maybe I haven't been to a nighttime Broncos game before. I've only been to daytime games, so maybe they do that at night and I'm not aware. Baltimore takes over at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. They're going to hand the ball off. Derrick Henry is going to start with a gain of 4. Now, Derrick Henry's always been a runner where his yards per carry average goes up into the second quarter. I mean, into the second half and into the fourth quarter, which is just, it's not that he's getting better. It's just he just wears you down defensively. So the fact that he had 120 rushing yards in the first half, Buffalo needed to make some kind of adjustment at the half, and we'll see if they can slow down Henry in the second half. After the 3-yard gain, Joey Bosa brings pressure on Lamar, and Lamar has to run, and I don't know if this is going to be a sack or a tackle at the line of scrimmage, but they had Lamar 7 yards back. They were about to collapse on him, and Lamar was able to run back to the line of scrimmage and get away from it, but then eventually was tackled. And that's going to be, back to the line, 3rd and 7. Here comes a free rush. Lamar wide open. Zay Flowers, 40, 30, and almost able to take it all the way. He gets tackled, and the Ravens are now knocking on the door of getting into the red zone. Look, this is Cole Bishop again. Cole Bishop is running this This is just terrible. This has to be a miscommunication because once Cole Bishop took off as the free rusher, there was nobody that was accounting for Zay Flowers. And now Justice Hill is in, and they're going to throw it back to Zay Flowers, and this is going to be a touchdown. Easy. A walk-in touchdown. Quick pass to Zay Flowers, and boom. 3 plays. How is that a 3-play scoring drive? They did not have only 3 plays. They had the run with Derrick Henry, the sack that was really just a loss of 0. So then it was 3rd and 7. Then the big play to Zay Flowers. And then the quick throw to Zay Flowers. That was a 4-play scoring drive, not a 3-play scoring drive. Sunday Night Football just made a mistake on the national television. Did you guys see that? They said it was a 3-play scoring drive. I am going to make a short about that.
Hey.
It's the circle of life, and it rules us all. You want a little blanket? I'll give you a little blankie. Here you go. There you go. My little guy, you want some bacon too? Here you go. Let's give you some bacon. Yeah, you're such a sweet dog. You're such a sweet dog. Here you go. Yeah. Good boy. All right. We got Adam Weinstein inside. We got This Game Is Killing Me. I'm a Bills fan since 1968 when still on the AFL. Dang, Adam, I know. And I was just telling Rick, I was like, my major reason for thinking the Ravens were going to win this game is the secondary for Buffalo. And you see just in that drive right there, like the secondary is just not good enough. They run dime 48% of the time. They ran nickel 89% of the time on 1st and 2nd down. That's 5 defensive backs. And you really don't have anybody that, I mean, you have no Tre'Davious White. Was it Maxwell Harrison, their 1st-round draft pick? He's out as well. So you just got a bunch of unproven guys. Cole Bishop's a liability. You saw DeMar Hamlin struggle all last year. So you're running these defenses with all of these different defensive backs because you don't have any really good defensive backs. So you're trying to cover a lot of space. But Lamar Jackson is just going to pick it apart. The only success Buffalo's had against the Ravens the last 2 times they've played is when they decided to play man. And of course, that is reliant on the pressure, which is one of the good things Buffalo's done today. Joey Bosa has been a home run free agency addition. Joey Bosa looks like the kind of addition that may be a piece that wins you an extra playoff game. They're going to give it to James Cook on 1st down, and James Cook's going to go for a really good gain of 5. Good seeing the the Buffalo Bills staying with the run, because it's easy to get carried away in a game like this and think, oh my God, we gotta do something crazy. You just need one touchdown, and it's a touchdown game, right? One possession at a time. Stick to your identity. You run it on first down, you pick up 5. Run it on second down, you pick up 3 or 4. This is what Buffalo does. They run the football more than any team in the NFL on first and second down. And they wouldn't be able to do that if they weren't successful at it. But this series right here, we got 2 runs and it's 3rd and 2. So Mike Green, second round selection. You're seeing a lot of young players on the field, both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You missed a 4-play scoring drive, and it's just too easy defensively. Josh Allen with the design QB draw.
There he goes.
A ton of that yet today, but that one, you get Buffalo kind of going into Baltimore territory. I haven't really thought about it until now, but with the NFL switching the 30-yard line, because I remember they said they wanted to bring the kickoff back into the NFL because last year everyone was taking a touchback.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not going to work because the average starting field position on returns was the 29-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, here's James Cook on a handoff. He's going to pick up 10.
Nice
11,
run.
No, 11. But the reason they changed that kickoff was, I'm not talking this year, I'm talking about the year before, was because they wanted to bring kickoffs back. Well, unfortunately, though, for the NFL, the average starting field position was the 29-yard line. So teams thought, well, why risk it? We'll just take the touchback and they'll put it at the 30. So I said this week 1 last year. I was like, the NFL needs to move the touchback to the 35-yard line or move it to the 25-yard line instead of the 30. I'm surprised they did the 35 for a touchback because I feel like that more incentivizes not returning it.
Oh, tipped pass there. And the other thing too is I saw this earlier during the second slate of games, I believe. The return rate has been higher so far throughout this week 1.
Why though?
I'm not too sure why.
Why would you return it if you're automatically on the 35? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the funny thing is too, if you're automatically in the 35, when I was watching these games, I was like, oh, a lot of these kicks are being returned around the 30, 32, 33 yard line. So you're kind of starting off somewhat in the same position, but also, like you said, why would you risk it? Just stay at the 35 as Josh Allen completes a pass to James Cook there for about 3 yards. But yeah, I get you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you have an elite returner, you can score touchdowns on these. Oh, there he is. Jair Alexander.
Yeah, there he is. 23.
23.
Taking Devin Hester's number. No big deal.
Yeah,
Whatever.
And there's Starks, who we were talking about.
Malachi Starks. 9:30 left in this game and counting. 3rd and 8. Josh Allen shotgun. 4 wide motions on the right side. Takes the snap. Little pressure from Ravens, gets it off, and that was to, what was that, Khalil Shakur? No, it was not Khalil Shakur. But he gets a few yards there.
Yeah, 24. That was Kyle Hamilton coming up, and we talked about Kyle Hamilton and the versatility, and he does this a lot, maybe more than anyone. They love those design blitz with Kyle Hamilton, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 5. I'm surprised.
I was going to say I'm not, because it is getting to that point where you're like somewhat in like hurry up mode. We got to go in deep.
That is going to put the ball on the 4-yard line. But that was Jair Alexander on the coverage. A lot to break down in that play. But you said that you're not surprised. I mean, it's just a 2-possession game.
Yeah, but the way that the Ravens have been scoring on every single offensive series tells you that the Buffalo Bills or even Sean McDermott isn't trusting his defense by
Yeah,
going for it on 4th and 5. You know what I mean? Like
I just
go ahead.
I to make it an 11-point game, it could come in handy since the Ravens are so good red zone defensively in not giving up those touchdowns. So if you get the field goal, you put yourself in a situation where you just need one touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and you can have another field goal instead of needing, the 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Here we go in the 4. Josh Allen going to run it himself, running right. Is he going to get through? He gets to about the 2-yard line before he gets tackled.
Run it again.
Run it again. Yeah, fucking run it again. Let's go.
Run it again. Let's run. When Bow Wow was that first game, he wasn't supposed to play. He was just supposed to put asses in those seats and like Mike.
Yeah.
He wasn't supposed to play, and then
Bow
they
Wow.
decided to put him in because he called that play, and they're like, "I'm not taking a play from no snotty nose little kid." And he said, "Fine, you're on the bench. Chambers, you're in." And he wasn't ready for that. He had to run into the locker room and get his
Get
shoes.
his special shoes.
Josh
under
Allen's
center.
got to run to the locker room and get his cape.
James Cook, touchdown. There's the James Cook cape right there with the touchdown at the 2-yard line.
Do you think Josh Allen has his cape still in the locker room? He can go get it?
Dude, he's got his cape under his shoulder pads right now. What do you mean?
They're gonna need it.
He's got it on lock, and they get within a score.
That's
so
huge.
Yeah, the 4th and 5th decision to go for it does pay off. Obviously, Jerry Alexander did commit the pass interference to get them to the 4-yard line. Much different story if that's an incomplete pass and there's no penalty. But now they are within 7 after that extra point, 27-20, Baltimore. But there's a flag. Let's see what this is about.
Terry McLaurin's bitch ass got me 4 points today. What did he do? 4 targets, 2 catches for 27
It was all
yards.
Debo.
I won $100 million.
I think too many men.
What is that? $50 million for every catch?
For Ravens.
It's
I
just
would say so. Yeah.
not great when you want all this money. Buffalo's going to enforce this.
Oh, they're going for 2.
No, they're going to enforce it right now and go for 2.
Yeah.
This is awesome because this kind of comes back to what I was just saying, where Baltimore is a really good red zone defense. So if you can put yourself in position where you can get 2 field goals to tie the game, instead of needing that touchdown, because there's going to come a moment in this game where it's going to be 4th and 3, and Buffalo's going to be on the 23-yard line. And if it's a 6-point game, you take the 3 and bring it within 3. But if it's a 7-point game, you feel like you have to go for it.
Here we go. Let's see if they can get it to 21 on a 2-point conversion in the shotgun. Allen is 5 wide. Ravens showing pressure, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looking, rolling right. There's pressure. Caught! Keon Coleman, 2-point conversion is good. Wow.
Josh Allen this game is right now 2 of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. It's like if anybody thinks Mahomes has the same aura that Lamar Jackson,
wrong.
I mean, am I wrong? Like, do you feel
Keon Coleman was out of bounds?
Yeah, but he was also pushed out of bounds. So if you're going to call that, then you need to call holding. What do you think about this? Doesn't it feel like he's pushed out of bounds there in the back of the end zone? Does it not matter?
I don't think it matters because I think it's the same thing as when a receiver catches a ball but is pushed out of bounds by a defender. It doesn't count regardless. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the receiver's fault that he was pushed, but at the end of the day, it doesn't count because it's not technically legal, I guess. And he was out of bounds there. and that sucks because now it's actually 27-19.
Yeah,
but
that does make it.
yeah.
Now you need a 2-point conversion,
Mm-hmm.
and why are they passing it? When it comes to the 2-point conversion, if you're running a standard 2-point conversion, I get passing it. But if you accept a penalty because they're going to put the ball on the 1-yard line, and you have Josh Allen, there's only one right play call. I'm going to die on that hill.
You running it with Josh?
Every damn time.
Yeah, I was going to say like at least a goal line stance to where you can trick the defense into thinking you're going to run it up with James Cook, have whatever, Picard or whatever his name is as a fullback, and then maybe go outside on a designed run for Josh Allen, because he does have the speed and he's got the strength to bulldoze you if you do get in his face. Kyle Hamilton, a cornerback, linebacker, whatever. He's got the strength to do that, as well as the speed to get outside and get that 2-point conversion. But Keon Coleman doesn't step out of bounds. That is a 2-point conversion, So I get what you're saying, but I don't know. I think it was a good enough play call.
2020. Jen just said he's saying Mahomes has it. All I'm saying is the last 2 years.
3 Super Bowls more of it. That's funny.
The last 2 years, the Chiefs have averaged 15th. They've been ranked 15th in points per game, while the Ravens have been number 1 and Buffalo's been number 2. I mean, these are two teams that average 30 points a freaking game. That's an insane average. 30 points per game is crazy. And you see, like, when 2018 was around and there'd be these no-look passes, we were just, like, spoiled. Not me as a Broncos fan, but, like, the stuff that we saw Mahomes doing, the left-handed passes, like, I can't remember the last, like, Mahomes moment that I was like, there he is doing Mahomes, things that only Mahomes does.
Well, he did complete that, like, falling over pass against the Chargers on Friday night, which was reminiscent of
the Super Bowl?
First Super Bowl against the Bucs.
We've seen like 5 quarterbacks do that now, and we also
name those 5. Go.
No, that's what I'm saying is, like, we normally see it where there's like a college quarterback doing it, and it says if this was Mahomes, it would be captioned, no one had ever, in the history of the NFL has made this type of a throw.
I'm going to push back on this because as the Ravens are taking the kickoff here, 20, 25, 30, up to about the 33-yard line. The only pushback, it's the Imperial IPA Ginger. It's pretty damn good. The only pushback I'll give is if you asked Lamar Jackson or even Josh Allen, hey, do you want the 30 points per game over the last 2-3 seasons or whatever it is and your MVPs, or do you want 3 Super Bowls like Patrick Mahomes? They're going Super Bowls.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not even talking about, like, I'm only talking about aura. I'm just
aura,
talking.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
after that picture of Mahomes is
on right now.
After that picture of Mahomes' beer gut came out, the aura was lost.
I don't even trust those photos. Like, I know that they're photoshopped. Like,
a little doctored, maybe, yeah. But even Mahomes came out and was like, "Hey, whatever."
But I see his videos of him training super hard. It's just, I don't even blame Mahomes for it. It's like when you go into a season and the week before kickoff, I made a whole video. I was like, Minnesota brought in Adam Thielen. They at least tried to fix their situation. The Chiefs were just like, yeah, this is what we're going to do.
Lamar Jackson hands it off. Derrick Henry.
There it is.
Stopped in the backfield by Ed Oliver.
There we go. Now that right there is what Buffalo needed.
That's what they needed. Ed Oliver it seemed untouched. Well, even with contact, Rosengarten just lets up the tackle for a loss there.
Wow.
Yeah, in Buffalo, they knew that they needed to get better defensively. You know, they took 5 straight defensive players in the draft. Bosa is having a
Going
game.
deep. Incomplete. Yeah, Bosa. Yep.
Bosa's having a game. Bateman wants a flag unless we're going to get a late one.
Yeah, he ain't
Baltimore's
getting it.
going to punt, and they are going to punt. Yeah, I mean, Bosa looks like he has, like, I don't know, maybe a 15-sack season in him. This is going to be my overreaction Monday. Is Joey
Oh.
Bosa has made the list. I'm watching him like single-handedly disrupt every play. If he
Bosa?
doesn't get this in this game, it's like
Yeah.
if he's not getting the sack, he was within reach or he hurried the throw.
Oh.
That was
He-
dangerous
was-
looking.
Yeah, you saw his like knee buckle a little bit when he got
Yeah.
hit.
Does that happen to you for no reason?
Or your knee buckles.
That happens to me all the time. I'm just like standing there and I'm like, I almost broke my leg. Like not even doing anything.
I know, yeah. I think he got there well before the ball did, at least if you slow it down, but it just seemed like he got there at the same exact time.
Well, with the Chiefs, you know, this game being, you know, AFC, it's I think it's relevant that we kind of incorporate the Chiefs into this because for the last 5 years, it's been kind of a 3-team race in the AFC with the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Bills. And for Buffalo, it's like there's no more excuses. Yeah, we've heard all this, but for Buffalo, it was like, okay, we definitely have real areas for improvement. Both teams had secondary issues with the Ravens and the Bills. Where the Chiefs were struggling, their defense was doing really great these last couple of years, and you could say last year's Super Bowl was because of their defense. You know, their offense was mediocre, the definition of mediocre, and yet they were in the Super Bowl. So you go into this year, and it's like the Ravens bring in Jair Alexander, and they get Starks, and they make these moves, and then the Bills draft 5 straight defensive players in the draft, and then you get to the Chiefs, and there's nothing that comes to mind of how they address their wide receiver issues. And if you go to their website and look at their official depth chart, you'll see that 4 of the 8 wide receivers like on this roster were either undrafted or a second-round pick for the Patriots like 2 years ago that has like 3 catches on his career. And then you get Hollywood Brown and Juju Smith, who are just completely unreliable the last 3 years. And then you have Rashee Rice, who's out for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And
who just can't seem to stay out of trouble, by the way.
Yeah. So I'm like, the Chiefs were the only team that just doubled down on what they had last year. Like these other teams at least tried on paper to fix it, is what I'm saying.
So I guess it's not really a apples to apples comparison, but even the Patriots with Brady, right? Like I would say that their biggest free agent acquisition during the Brady era was Randy Moss. Like, is there anyone else that comes to mind? Julian Edelman, and those other 2 white guy receivers were Wes Welker, Amendola. Those guys were either like, I think Amendola was an acquired player as James Cook gets the pass for no gain, 2nd and 10 coming up. And I think Wes Welker and Julian Edelman were more of a homegrown thing. But other than that, Randy Moss is the biggest acquisition they made, and they still won the 6 Super Bowls. Right now, you know, let's remember that in between those 6 Super Bowls was 20 years. So 6 out of 20, when you look at it percentage-wise, not great, but it's still a dynasty in 2 decades, right? So I don't know. Maybe Patrick Mahomes is that kind of guy as Allen is looking to throw, rolling left, moving past the line of scrimmage, going to take it himself, and he's going to be about a yard short. So I guess maybe they're taking that sort of same route with Mahomes, where they don't necessarily need to get a big-time wide receiver. They think Mahomes can kind of do it with Travis Kelce and all these other guys holding on the Bills.
Yeah, the Bills with that bet. I do get what you're saying, but it felt like in those years where the Patriots offense was, in spite of having these like real number one wide receivers, they were still putting up great numbers, and the Chiefs haven't. And that's like, I would have to go back and see, like, did the Patriots ever have like a mid offense? I don't really remember it besides their first like 2 years. So I think Mahomes is capable of just so much more because we've seen it already.
Yeah.
And it's like, what can we do to get him back to that?
Well, that's a good point. Yeah. And here we go. Josh Allen moving up in the pocket under pressure is going to lob it to Khalil Shakur for a first down.
Wow. That play just gave me the biggest adrenaline rush of this whole game.
Say boner.
Josh Allen in his own end zone, about to get safetied, and then he runs up and somehow gets away from the safety, and then right before he's about to get hit again, flips the ball, and now we have a fight. Let's go. Oh, I thought that was going to get way more violent. Did you see how number 2 for the Ravens just threw Knox?
Yeah.
Is that Kincaid?
I think that's Kincaid.
That was
Chidobia Woozy. Yeah.
Yeah, look at him at the end of this. I don't know if that was more Kincaid or him, but Kincaid is going to be the guy that looks on video that he got beat. But I think he was the one that slung him. He just ended up on the bottom.
100%. First and 10 out for Josh Allen under center at his own 27-yard line. Takes a snap, gonna throw it to Ray Davis, who goes up the right side, maybe a yard on that play. Ray Davis gets about a yard on that rush. 3:37 and counting in this third quarter. Down 8.
Ray Davis is a guy. Not good, just okay.
And I think he's a good backup.
He reminds me of that running back that the Packers had that would back up Aaron Jones.
He's still on the Packers, I think. No,
maybe he is. The big. What was his name?
What was his name? I forget his name. Josh Allen back to pass in the pocket, looking, pump fakes, thrown right side, incomplete, a little too over the head of his intended wide receiver. I gotta look up his name because I know who you're talking about. Oh, maybe not.
Packers 2022 depth chart. I went to 2022 because I'm like
A.J. Dillon.
Yeah. He reminds me of like an A.J. Dillon.
Yep.
But maybe not as good.
Yeah. I totally get what you're saying. Ray Davis for sure. Josh Allen, 2-back set, takes a snap in the pocket, looking under pressure, rolling right, moving up, looking,
dangerous.
Passes it, caught. Oh no, incomplete.
Dang.
And I think that was Kyle Hamilton. Yeah.
Just backpedals his way to the bench where he can sit down because that's the end of this series. Wow. This is where Josh Allen is the most dangerous in the NFL. When he's running to his right, that initial blitz, that initial rush doesn't get to him, and he goes out, and you're like, oh, he just bought himself right here. At this point, it's dangerous because those receivers are going to get open. And Josh has the arm to throw that sucker 70 yards. So we see time and time again that exact type of a play end up in a 50-yard gain or a touchdown. But that time, Kyle Hamilton makes a great play.
And now McDermott is hoping the defense can make a similar stand as they did the last offensive series that the Ravens had, because they're still down 8. It's still a score, but you've been beat this entire game other than that last defensive stand you had. So do you have 2 in you?
Yeah, and it's something you can build off of defensively for Buffalo, because the Ravens have only had 2 drives now in the second half, and one of them was a 4-play drive. You gave up 3 explosives, but that last drive was, that was 50% of the second half drives, and you shut them down. So maybe we can build off of that. But Kyle Hamilton making that play, I've been waiting for an opportunity to do this. Are you ready? So I just want to remind you, because I remember being at an Applebee's. I was so pissed when the Ravens drafted Kyle Hamilton, because I get so mad when teams draft guys that I want way later. Like when the, Eagles got Jalen Carter at 12. It's like, of course they got Jalen Carter at 12. Like, how? So Kyle Hamilton was projected to be this good, but let me tell you, these are the players that were drafted in front of Kyle Hamilton.
Oh, these are always fun.
Kyler Murray.
Okay.
Nick Bosa. And I also said, it feels like Nick Bosa's 30 and Kyle Hamilton's 25. I don't know why. Am I the only one?
I can see that.
Like they're like not in the same draft class?
I can see that. Yeah.
Quinnen Williams.
Yep.
So far, we got 3 great players, right? Clean Farrell, Clemson.
Oh, Clelin Ferrell. Yeah.
Was that the Raiders that did that?
That actually, I believe it was the Commanders.
Was it? No. They got Dwayne Haskins.
They did.
Rest in peace. I think it was Oakland, or at the time, LA, whatever. So then Devin White, then Daniel Jones.
That's rough.
Josh Allen out of Kentucky. TJ Hawkinson, Ed Oliver at 9, who's in this game. Devin Bush, Jonah Williams, Rashawn Gary over Kyle Hamilton. Christian Wilkins over Kyle Hamilton. And then Dwayne Haskins, Brian Burns. Okay. He's a player. Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
Garrett Bradbury. Jeffrey
Eagles,
Simmons.
I think. Yeah.
Jeffrey Simmons is a beast. Noah Fant. And that's when I wanted, Kyle Hamilton. But of course, we didn't do it. What?
Oh, big catch here by Zay Flowers all the way to about the 32-yard line of the Bills. Here we go. Offense won't stop, can't stop, can't stop, won't stop.
You're welcome. Mary thought Woody was gone. He's sitting in the chair next to me.
Woody's dead.
She thought he got Woody won't run.
I know, that's why I was freaking out.
You got abducted.
I love you. I'm sorry that you had a panic attack.
1st and 10. Lamar under center takes the snap, hands it off. Derrick Henry one more time, right side. He's going to get about 3 yards there on that run.
Man.
Hey, we got Nick back.
We got Nick back.
We got Nick back. Nick, how you feeling about that Denver Broncos win? 134 yards and a touchdown on 6 receptions by Zay Flowers. My God, that's wide receiver 1 stat line right there.
This is so weird. I'm in 2019 and I don't even see Kyle Hamilton in the first round.
2nd and 7. Lamar Jackson back to pass, going deep right side. Caught! Oh! Touchdown! Who was that?
Who do you think? DeAndre
Hopkins with the one arm. He said, boop, give me that. Give me that.
We see this all the time.
Wow.
These great players like this that go to Baltimore and immediately get into that OBJ class.
Oh my God.
We get used to just like classifying these guys as, oh yeah, you're in that category now. Stephon Diggs, you're in this category now. We forget that these guys are individuals, and DeAndre Hopkins is a Hall of Fame wide receiver that is still capable of making the greatest catches in the NFL. By far the best hands at the position. And maybe Justin Jefferson I'd put there, but Hopkins,
Whew.
he still has that in him. And, it wasn't his fault that he went and played with bad quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Kansas City, but their offense, man, they never really there was one game where they utilized him the right way, and he had like 170 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like and look, this is why would Kansas City not keep him with
Yeah.
like the way their receiver room looks?
Well, that's a great question because I was going to say, does D-Hop want to be on there? But D-Hop hasn't won a championship. So, of course, he wants to be on the Kansas City Chiefs with probably the best quarterback in the league right now in Patrick Mahomes. So maybe it was a Kansas City decision, but I wonder if there's anything behind the scenes that may have happened that they didn't want him. But I'm
catch
also on that
cemented
boat
his
too.
Hall of Fame legacy. Like
Super Bowl?
that catch right there just cemented his Hall of Fame.
You think
status.
so?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All
That
right.
was the crazy catch.
Mm-hmm.
One hand while being tackled.
Yeah, in the end zone too. Like that
It
could
was
have
like-
easily been a dropped pass as soon as he got hit.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like once he caught it though, it was like you knew who it was too, which is like
Mhm.
that's such a DeAndre Hopkins moment.
Yeah. It's because Matt Nagy sucks at OC.
Welcome to
All Andy
Baltimore
Reid.
Hopkins.
Baltimore Hopkins.
This is
He was on the
weird.
team last year though, wasn't he?
No, he was with the Chiefs, remember?
Oh, okay. I thought that was 2 years. No, because he would have won the Super Bowl. Yeah. Okay.
I know you're he was with Tennessee after being with I think Arizona. I can't remember. He went from Houston to Arizona because they did that dumb trade where Hopkins went to Arizona and they got like nothing back. They traded. Remember that historically bad trade?
Oh man.
It was embarrassing. It was like how the Luka trade.
And where did he go again?
He went to Arizona, I thought.
Oh, back in 2020. Yeah, because he played in Arizona for 3 years, then went to Tennessee in 23 and 24. Tennessee traded a midseason to Kansas City last year.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Texans traded DeAndre Hopkins to the Cardinals for David Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a bad trade.
A second-round draft pick.
Uh,
So David Johnson and a second-round draft pick and a fourth-round draft pick.
so
Got
bad.
DeAndre Hopkins in his prime. And
Dude, we're 9 subscribers away from 800. Wow.
that is crazy.
That's crazy.
We are 9 subscribers. Listen, if you're listening to this right now, I need you to take your pants off because we are 8 subscribers away from breaking a world record here. Look, I'm taking notes. Rick's putting in the hours this weekend. Can we just
That's
get 8 more? Can I just at least go to bed tonight knowing I'm in the 800 club?
Let's get us to 800, guys. I think by the end of this season, we'll have 1,000. Oh, this guy. Oh, that Buffalo fan got pushed. Hands it off to James Cook up the middle, 4 yards. That Buffalo fan was hitting DeAndre Hopkins and Lamar Jackson in the head as they were kind of circling there around the stands. Lamar Jackson pushed them to get the fuck off me, dude.
Dang, there's a where I'm streaming the game. There's a live chat, and I was trying to put the link of our,
Stream
in the chat, and I accidentally put the link to our stream you heard in the chat.
Take that off.
I'm trying, Rick.
2nd and 6. Josh Allen shotgun takes the snap. Pump fakes, rolling right. He's got James Cook. No, he doesn't. It looks like he got somebody for a first down. Nate Wiggins there on the coverage gets him out of bounds. 5 seconds and counting in this third quarter. Looks like that is going to be it for the third. We're heading into the fourth.
2-possession game going into the fourth. This is going to be like an answer or lose drive. And luckily, it's not clickable. So unless somebody like copies it and pastes it, I don't
thank
see
God.
that happening. It's not even a YouTube link, so people aren't like, I don't trust that, it's spam.
Yeah, that's good. Random
was like,
motherfucker about to
no.
pop up on stream.
I know. I was like, no, that'd be funny though.
That would be funny.
Like interview. So like the Manning cast. So who are you? You're obviously watching the game though, because that's how you saw this.
So you were on the Rams for about 3 seasons. What did you think?
What are you seeing tonight in this Ravens game?
What do you think about the defensive coverages the Bills have had on the Ravens, seeing as the Ravens got 34 points? God, I kind of want to go back and see what I said about the score.
Yeah, well, Buffalo,
I think I had them in the 30s.
Yeah, I had the final score being 35-38. And Buffalo, if they're going to mount a comeback here, it's going to be a high-scoring game now. But this is a 2-possession game. Just recapping the third quarter, the Ravens came out, punched him in the face after doing that in the first half. 4-play drive. Funny enough, the NFL screwed up, or Sunday Night Football did. At the end, they put 3-play drive, the scoring drive.
Yeah.
And it was actually 4 plays, not 3. But, whatever. People make mistakes.
Wait, didn't you say 4? I thought you did say 4.
I said 4. But the actual, thing that shows up on scoring drive, it said 3 plays.
3? Oh, okay.
3,
Gotcha.
It was 4 because there was a run to Derrick Henry, then almost a sack, but he got back to the line of scrimmage. Then a big pass to Zay Flowers, and then they threw it back to Zay Flowers for a touchdown.
Because I had heard that reverse. You're like, oh, it was actually 4, but I said 3, and I was like, no, I'm positive you said 4. That's why I was like, no, you did say 4.
DeAndre Hopkins might be 33 years old, but he may have another good season left. This is kind of the thing. Like if Jair Alexander and DeAndre Hopkins, these guys don't have to be in their prime, but if they can just give you top 15, top 20 at the position, this could be your Super Bowl team. Now, Josh
For the Ravens?
Allen,
oh yeah. Back to pass in the pocket.
Here. This is a must-have.
There we go. I think that's Keon.
There we go.
Keon Coleman with a catch.
Yeah, Keon Coleman had a great camp. Everybody that visited Buffalo came out of there saying Keon Coleman is going to have a massive year, which is great because as good as Shakir was, they drafted Coleman to be the guy, and this is going to be a big year for him.
Quick throw, James Cook. Trying to make something happen, gets about 5 yards on that reception before he gets tackled. They're about midfield now. The Bills trying to get a score here, at least before it hits the 10-minute mark. I would say they're trying to get to.
I like the tempo they're playing with right now. Buffalo, they like to run the ball, but this is a weak secondary. Let's go after that.
Oh, and turned around a little too late. Keon Coleman deep on the left side. Josh Allen wishes he could have that one back. Kyle Hamilton running back on the field.
Yeah, good. It's funny because I was actually, when you asked me about the personnel question, I Googled it really quick, and look, I had it written down.
Oh, yeah. The 12 personnel. Yeah.
11 personnel. I'm finding it on the internet, and it's on the next page.
3rd and 6, Allen shotgun. James Cook motion to left side. Takes the snap. Looking to pass. Wide open. And Cook 40 to the 30 to the 20 to the 15, 10, 5. Oh, just misses the touchdown by 2 yards.
Oh my God! How
my
did
God.
he get hit at the end of this play?
I don't understand.
How did you get? You're like 7 seconds ahead of me now. Let me try to
Oh.
refresh. Let me see if I can catch up.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay,
What
I'm
a
seeing the
great
replay now. Josh Allen
Josh Allen
and
down
stuck.
and
Don't
being
see
helped
that
up.
very often. Josh Allen
Yeah.
taking
Gets
on
stuffed.
3 Baltimore Ravens, though. I mean,
Josh Allen getting stuffed right now.
Buffalo blitzed Lamar Jackson last year.
Buffalo what?
Buffalo had the most success against Baltimore in the playoffs last year because remember, the first time they played, Buffalo got dismantled. I think it was
Mhm.
week 3, week 4, and Baltimore beat the brakes off of Buffalo.
Yeah.
And then they met, in the playoffs, and Buffalo's defense had a lot more success, but that's because they blitzed Lamar Jackson a lot more.
Mhm.
They blitzed him almost 40% of Lamar's dropbacks.
Damn.
Buffalo needs to run more man-to-man in the second half and blitz Lamar if they want to come back, because I think that's what we saw too in that 3 and out on that second possession for Baltimore. We saw a lot more blitzing. I saw Joey Bosa being a problem on almost
Mhm.
every play, but it's crazy. It's like Lamar against zone is just he's too good.
He
He
finds
finds
the
the
soft
hole.
spots. Yep.
He finds the soft spots,
Yep.
or he just runs.
Yeah. Josh Allen at the 2-yard line, 2nd and goal. Motions left side. Fakes to James Cook, gonna do it
Wide open.
himself. And
you go.
touchdown. Josh Allen. He gets
Josh.
stuffed on the last play.
They're going for 2 here, so let's see.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, Harbaugh just said, offense, stay in the field. We're going to go for 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like, wait, you don't tell us that. You're on defense.
We gotta wait for them, bro. We
Shut
gotta wait
up,
for
you
them.
idiot. I'm telling my defense. Oh, right. All right. See ya.
Josh Allen's like, all right, coach, we got this.
All right, here's what I'm thinking. Tell me what you guys are going to do.
Tell me what you guys are gonna do. Just come on.
It would
Don't
be
be.
fun, though, wouldn't it? I'll tell you.
I
what
know.
I'm-
Come on, pussy.
Oh, you got
Josh
Cook
Allen
in
back
motion.
to pass. Looking.
Where's the
looking,
cape?
Under
Rick,
pressure.
where's that cape?
Intercepted. Kyle Hamilton.
He pitches it. What the hell is going
Yeah.
on?
Van Noy said, I'm good. I'm just gonna kneel
Yeah,
it.
he's like, no, bro, I'm not playing
Yeah.
this. And we're not like in the last play of the game and we have to score, right?
And just like that, Buffalo is still
11
down
point game.
9 now. 2-score game.
That's okay though, because Buffalo getting in the end zone right now means we still have a ball game.
Yeah, 34-25.
24-25 is the score. I had the final score being 38-35. Let's see if that's possible. It's 20. What's the score right now?
34-25.
34-25. Dang. So Baltimore can't score again because
They
I
need
had
2
them scoring
safeties.
35.
Oh, okay.
And then the Bills have 24.
Bills have 24.
So
Bills have
basically
25.
they scored 2 more touchdowns.
Wait,
and
what
they
did
would have
you to get the Bills winning, right?
Yeah, for the Bills to win, I need Buffalo to score 2 more touchdowns, and the Ravens don't score anymore. And they will
Oh,
win
gotcha.
38-34. And I had the final score being 38-35, which is pretty good.
God, I gotta remember what mine was. I'd have to look back at the video.
I don't know if every game you gave a score. Some of them you didn't, but I think a lot of them
I'm
you
pretty
did.
sure I gave a score for this one.
This was a big one. I think you would have.
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm gonna go back to our
Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's go back and watch old videos of us during the stream. We will stream us watching our last stream.
We're
And
gonna
give the
stream
highlights on it.
us watching ourselves
Give the highlights on our stream.
doing stuff
I'll
to
give
each
the
other.
highlights. How about us both picking the Chargers and being right about that?
Oh,
And
we did both pick the Chargers, huh?
I started 2-0 because I was saying that Cowboys game, I think it's going to be close. We had a good close game in that Cowboys game.
Yeah.
But you know what I was wrong about?
These.
The Dolphins.
Yeah, we both said the Dolphins were gonna win, and
Did you pick the Dolphins
Colts
too?
clobbered them.
You took the Dolphins as well?
I took the Dolphins 100%.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. I had the Dolphins winning 31-17. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be gay.
I don't know. I might be gay.
Commanders, I had winning 17-13. What was that final score?
Hold on.
To Buffalo,
21-6.
27-25 in that divisional round. And then Buffalo went on to lose to the Chiefs. So I think Baltimore comes in, plays a very, very good game, very close game, and they end up winning 34-31 in Buffalo.
Oh, 34-31. That could be
That
a
could
score.
happen.
Yeah,
Oh, if they-
Buffalo scores a touchdown and does not
touchdown?
make an extra point or 2-point conversion. Yeah.
That would be cool. You know what I want to do, because I'm working on our intro, like the clock time, 59, 58, 50. But it needs to be updated. So I'm looking at our like scores that we predict on the money.
Yeah, those would be good. Those would be good.
And I
First
know last
10.
year I did it week 1 as well, where I got the exact score right. I think it was the Eagles Packers.
I think so too. That sounds right. Incomplete to Zay Flowers. So you should make compilation videos. Crafty saying this, like one of Kyle mispronouncing words, then make a reaction video where you watch Kyle mispronouncing words. So every stream, Crafty, do you know how hard that would be?
There was Zay Flowers on a dude. Zay Flowers has 134 receiving yards in this game, and imagine if Buffalo had him in that playoff game. Things might have been different.
100%. 2nd and 10. Lamar Jackson gonna get it off to Justice Hill for about 9 yards. 3rd and 1 coming up. Wait, what was your score prediction?
What'd you say?
What was your score prediction for this game again?
I wrote down 38-35, and I'm going off a list I wrote while we were doing our prediction. So I'm assuming that's what I said without going back and listening.
Gotcha.
38-35 Buffalo.
Oh, he dropped it. It
And that
hit
was
the ground.
That was huge.
Yeah.
That changes everything, because now it's 3rd and 10, and you go from a 90% success rate to a 40-60.
Lamar under pressure.
Evades
a sack.
How
He's
did
gonna
he do
take
it
himself. Oh my God.
First down. Oh
Wow.
my God.
All the way to
And
the
they are
45.
sick. You gotta be sick.
Bills fans are so mad right now.
A must-have situation where you need your defense to make a play, and you give up backyard football play.
Wow.
And Bosa, as great of a game as he had, he loses his feet.
Mm-hmm.
And he just was like, I'm not losing you this time.
No, you
And
will.
now
Derrick
Derrick
Henry. 20, 10, 5 touchdown. And you saw a water bottle be thrown onto the field from
Jesus.
angry Bills fans.
Yeah, they're like, maybe my water bottle can stop him, because my
Look at the reactions.
I mean, look,
Oh,
it wasn't a mystery that there was all
wow.
these issues in the secondary. Look at them running a dime package. They have 6 DBs on the field. They have
Gee.
nobody that can be. They're not playing physical. They're not blitzing.
Nope.
They're not playing man, which is the only way they had success against Lamar.
Jesus.
Yeah.
41.
Oh,
Oh,
the first doink of the post Tucker career.
Yep.
And there he is. No one will remember that though. This is why I couldn't take Buffalo as a serious Super Bowl team. It was the defense.
No.
It's the because
It is the defense. It
it's
is the defense.
At the end
Yeah.
of the day, like it was why the Ravens were in the same boat last year, 29th ranked passing defense.
Mhm.
You have to be better than that. The Ravens addressed their issues, but Buffalo didn't. They drafted a lot of unproven guys, but
Yep.
I thought bringing in Joey Bosa was great, but their issues were secondary issues.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at their.
Oh, let me tell you this. Last year in the playoffs, Lamar Jackson was 12 for 12 for 180 yards versus zone. When Buffalo ran zone in the playoff game, Lamar was 12 for 12 for 180 yards.
Oh my God.
He was 6 for 13 with an interception when Buffalo played man to man.
Wow. Shakur, like Tupac for Shakur. Shakur cracks me up when Rick says it every time.
In Buffalo,
Ginger, you love when I say that.
In Buffalo's 5 playoff losses, they've given up an average of 33 points per game, and this is Josh Allen's whole career. They've given up 33, 27, 27, 38, and 42. So in big moments, like this defense, they show their true colors.
Yeah. Shakir. No, I'm pretty sure it's Khalil Shakur, Ginger. I think that's what I hear all the announcers
What
talking.
did he say it was?
Shakir.
Shakir?
Unless you're saying it is
I think
Shakur
Shakir.
and I'm saying Shakir.
I think I say Shakir because it sounds like Shakira.
Shakira. That over under.
That's why I do it.
I say Shakur or Shakur when I'm sloshed, like I kind of am now after that IPA. But I try my best.
You're not an IPA guy.
Dude, I used to be back when it was cool, back when I was a hipster in Chicago.
Back when you used to drink craft beer and pass out after 2 beers.
And have a crazy mustache. No, I never had a crazy mustache. I was never that millennial.
Look at this. Most games with 150 plus rushing yards. Walter Payton, Derrick Henry. Look at Tiki Barber making an
6th
appearance.
Damn.
I'm surprised we don't see more Barry Sanders on that list.
Or even Emmitt Smith.
I get the Emmitt Smith one.
Yeah?
Well, just because he only had, I think, 2 seasons where he averaged more than 5 yards a carry, and he only had 1 season where he went over, I think, 2,000 yards. But it was Barry Sanders was, running for 5 yards a carry on his career.
With a terrible offensive line.
Yeah. So I'm surprised there's not more like 150 rushing yard games for him.
True.
Okay, so the only way this is going to work is if he goes to the locker room and grabs the cape that he didn't need to wear last year.
Keon Coleman with a grab there for about 9 yards.
Keon Coleman.
Now that Tucker's gone, Ravens can expect to have more misses but less essays.
He's on pace. That was one of my big prop bets. He's going to have 1,000-yard season. And what does he have now? Like 60, 70 yards?
Keon Coleman?
Yeah.
So much better than he last year. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he had a good camp.
41 yards?
That's okay. So here we go. Yeah, I think
yards.
abandoning the run game is the move here.
Yeah, 100%.
With James Cook, He's still gonna get passes though,
Intercepted Ravens. What did do?
Do the Bills fans start to leave? That'll be the question here. I mean, if I was there, I wouldn't. No catch.
Oh, a woozy, maybe.
No catch. That's not gonna stand.
It looks like it hits the ground. Incomplete pass. Wow. Josh Allen misses an interception.
Yeah. That was expedited, right?
I believe so, yeah. Because they just went over the PA and they're like, hey, incomplete pass.
A woozy, it doesn't matter.
A Fugazi and a Woozy. Who gives a shit?
Woozy, Fugazi. Josh Allen shotgun takes a snap. Looking under pressure, moving up in the pocket. Is he going to take it himself? He is to the 50. First down.
There it is. Keep it going. You get a quick touchdown. I mean, I'm just not one of those fans that would think it's over if this was my team.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even my team, and I don't think it's over. I think if you can strike with 9 minutes left, what are we talking?
And you only get the extra point.
Game.
Yeah, you only get the extra point. You're down 8. And there's a flag.
You're down
here.
8 with 9 minutes left. Like, no one would think that's over. It just feels over because you're wondering, how is Buffalo going to stop Baltimore? But you
especially with Josh Allen too.
Do it once.
And Josh Allen on your team is your quarterback. Yeah, you want him. You're good.
What is the flag here?
I'm not sure.
Is it because he gave himself up? Is that what we're doing? That's a first down. Like if we're gonna act like he wasn't gonna pick up that first down. Look, he obviously
that's a first down.
First down. They're like, no, but now they're not saying he's done where his knee is. The new rule is that wherever he gave himself up, which is kind of interpretable.
Holding on the offense. Dawkins.
Oh my God. They called that on the run?
No, that was on the pass or the run, whatever just happened.
With Josh Allen?
No. The one with number 22, the other running back, I believe.
I'm really confused. So is the holding on
Ty
this
Johnson.
play right here?
No, it was on the play after that.
So why is it third down? Because this was a first down play.
Oh, sack. Lunch.
How is that? How is there a play after Josh Allen's run if that was third down?
No, it was the Josh Allen run on first, the run with Ty Johnson on second.
And then first down, he got a first down, you're saying?
No, on first down, he didn't get the first down. When he ran it, they didn't call a first down.
Okay, what did they call it?
They called it a 2nd and 1 or something.
And then on 2nd and 1, they lost 10 yards?
Yeah, because of a holding call. And I think you lose the downs, do you not?
That had to be. They lost down and the yards?
Unless that run was on 2nd down. And then on 3rd and 1, they gave it to Ty Johnson. And that's where the holding penalty occurred.
But there was no 3rd and 1. It was
3rd and 1. No, it was 3rd and 1. Then they called the holding penalty, which made it 3rd and 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was like really difficult.
He gave himself up like he did to Haley.
I mean, it's funny because that punt right there, it seems like you're giving up, but it's a 2-score game. You got to just keep that perspective. You got to remember it's a 2-score game.
You cut off. Sorry. You said on that run right there, it was what?
No, I was just saying that it would be easy to feel like you can't punt the football right there. But I was like, you just have to keep that perspective that, like, it's not over. It's a 2-score game. Not ideal, of course, but if you can get your defense, I mean, your defense is going to need to come up with a stop or a turnover. It feels like
A turnover more likely right now. Yeah.
not for sure, but a turnover is becoming more and more like
Needed.
necessary
Yeah.
instead of a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see who can do it. I think the icing on the cake for this like coming out party 2.0 of Joey Bosa with Buffalo would be a strip sack, because really the only reason that they're in this situation is because he lost his feet on that last play. They wouldn't even have that touchdown. They would have been punting it from the 2-yard line, a 1-score game with Buffalo taking over on the 50, and then you blink, and in 2 plays you go from that to a 2-possession game. And Buffalo looks like they're gonna lose, and it's like it's crazy how it all comes down to that one play right there.
I agree, though. Joey Bosa, like you were saying, like he needs to make his presence felt even more right now when it's kind of crunch time. And if he can, I don't know, either create a turnover or pressure Lamar into throwing the ball a little early, a little later for an interception or a turnover of that sort. Like they need something. Buffalo defense needs something with 9:18 left. Lamar under center takes the snap, hands it off Derrick Henry. Not a lot of running room, but still makes something happen for about 3-4 yards. Jeez,
At least you're seeing him not being able to jump to the. I think I mentioned this. Derrick Henry. The coolest thing about him is his yards per carry goes up in the third quarter and it goes up in the fourth quarter. So he just wears you down defensively.
Yeah,
and he just gets better. It's like the whole. He's like a fine wine. He gets better. But he really is. Fine wine. Like he really is getting better.
They're gonna run the ball. Derrick Henry loses 2 yards here, but they're just gonna be running the ball here
right now, playing the run. I mean, Baltimore they're so good at converting third down that you don't even get excited about them being in a third and long. You're like, that doesn't mean that they're getting the ball back.
Yeah, exactly. Because Lamar Jackson could just sling it real quick to Zay Flowers or Mark Andrews for a first down.
Right. They just had him in a 3rd and 11 and gave up a 20-yard rush.
And there's a flag
right off. They're going to blow it dead. So this is going to be a false
start. You saw Bosa there? He got to Lamar.
Well, the play stopped.
Yeah, but even before everybody stopped, like even Lamar was trying to get away from him.
You think he would have gotten the sack?
I don't know if he would have gotten the sack, but he did create some pressure there.
Yeah, I know. Dude, his pressure rate will probably be top 3 in the NFL for all of week 1 for all games.
Yeah.
His pressure rate, and Lamar's not an easy guy to pressure. He's just an impossible guy to sack. It's like he's there. He just can't get that second part of the play down.
3rd and 13 in the shotgun. Lamar Jackson 5 wide, takes a snap, looking to pass, quick pass. Zay Flowers over the middle and another flag.
And hopefully this is on Baltimore for Buffalo, so they can just keep pushing him back for field. I don't know. They'll probably decline this and just assume they're going to punt it.
Time's more valuable at this point.
Yeah, probably.
But I wouldn't put it past a 4th and 4. If this is holding, this could be an automatic first down. Hopkins saying this is on Buffalo. Yeah, Hopkins doesn't know shit.
Is that chop block? Oh, illegal motion.
Illegal motion.
That's an illegal motion. And penalties declined.
Zay Flowers, the first Pro Bowl wide receiver in 29 years, and he does this dumb shit.
Kyle's just dissecting. Illegal motion, dude? Are you serious right now? What kind of a piece of shit?
Look within. Fix yourself. All right. We need a special teams play.
Can you be a different animal but the same beast?
So Buffalo, if I remember this game correctly, they've only stopped Baltimore twice from scoring.
I believe so. And this is the second time.
This is the second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the punt. Really good punt. Inside the 10.
Grab it.
Oh, why wouldn't you grab it?
Oh, he was so worried he was going to muff it because it was still like
Oh.
unpredictable a little bit, but you just got to be more aggressive in decision making. That is a position where you can't be thinking. He's back there thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're either that guy or you're not. He's not.
Oh, he touched the white line before.
Oh my
touchback.
God! What
Fuck
an
you!
idiot!
You know, that punt return, it was
Look.
actually pretty smart.
He touched the white line, so it's a
Oh.
touchback.
Dude,
Are you kidding me? At the ball well
The punt
before he
returner
touched the
knew
white
that
line.
was going to happen. That's why he let the ball go. I didn't realize it. We're the dumb ones. Good job.
Here, I thought they were going to start at the 1, and then he touches the white line. Get the fuck out of here. 1st and 10 for Josh Allen in the shotgun.
All right, Keon Coleman. Need a big play here if you're going to be
4
the
wide.
number 1 guy.
Back to pass, going deep left side. Caught Keon Coleman. There you
Yes.
go.
And I love the fact that he's big enough and heavy enough to get hit mid-air like that and still land in bounds.
Mm-hmm. Now at the 41-yard line in the shotgun.
You like Buffalo?
Takes the snap. Josh Allen back to pass in the pocket. Moving up. Under pressure. Moves out of the pocket to his left side. Looking.
Oh, does he
He's
have
gonna
another
take
one?
it himself. Goes out of bounds after about 5 yards.
Josh is actually one of those few guys that his pump fake works because it's like, oh shit, is he gonna launch it? He's got like the highest completion percentage when rolling out of the pocket.
All
So
the
when
Bills
he
fans
pumps,
in the background look so sad.
I thought he hit him harder than this. It looks like he didn't really like.
And that's a basketball background for you right there, and you can just see it. That's posting someone up in the paint.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
tall.
Using
Tall
your
guy.
body
Back to pass.
for inspiration.
Josh Allen in the pocket over the middle. Caught. And it's going to be Keon Coleman again, I believe. No.
No, that was that Palmer?
I think that was Palmer. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Palmer.
Ginger, what did I ask? All right. Josh Allen, shotgun, 4 wide, 1 running back in Ravens territory. Quick pass batted down by the defensive line. Was that Van Noy? Who was that?
Was it Van Noy?
45. No, it's 45.
They're running 11 personnel, and Kincaid is going to be their only tight end out right now. I thought Knox is more of they're going to be running the football,
Yeah.
so it should only be Kincaid from here on out. But Van Noy, was that Van Noy?
No, it was number 45. Van Noy's 53 who batted it down. 2nd and 10. Allen shotgun takes the snap in the pocket, looking over the middle, caught, and that is going to be, I believe, Palmer again. Nope, that's Keon Coleman this time.
Coleman. Got to go up tempo. It should just be, I mean, they're giving up all of these underneath things because they know that they got a time problem right now. It's some point they're going to have to take a shot.
Got Elijah Moore, Dawson Knox.
Hopkins with that
3rd and 3.
insane one-hand touchdown.
3rd and 3. Josh Allen shotgun motions to the left side. Shakur. 0-0-0. 3rd and 3. Takes the snap. Looking quick pass right side. Incomplete, and there's a flag.
Yeah, he held him at the top of the route, and that's Jair Alexander. No, that's actually Wiggins.
Yeah, Nate
Alexander is on the other side. Yeah, he held him right here at the top of the route.
Yep.
And Josh didn't even go through his progressions. That was just going to Coleman the whole way.
Yeah, he was looking at Coleman.
That's why that ball got thrown. Because he wasn't throwing it because he was open. He was throwing it regardless, and he got held.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Need to get to the 19 for a first down and to get into the red zone. Josh Allen motion left side, takes the snap, looking left side, caught. That's going to be Kincaid out of bounds and a first down inside the red zone. 4:59 left in this game.
Under 5 minutes, getting out of bounds counts for something, literally.
Mm-hmm.
So Kincaid thought he would have a bigger year last year, but he's already got a touchdown, almost 50 yards receiving. I think they're going to need him to make a big play. I mean, there's a lot of
Agreed.
focus on Coleman and Shakur.
Allen shotgun, takes the snap in the pocket, looking, going deep right side. Oh, just misses.
Josh, got to make that throw. I thought it
Oh.
would be like a Palmer or Kincaid or one of these guys that you didn't have on your bed
Oh.
flip. And that was it right there.
That was
Palmer
it.
touchdown. And it just a Josh Allen overthrow.
He needs to get it in before this 4.5 minute mark.
I actually think this could go all the way down to 4 minutes, and because they have 3 timeouts, they're
That's
good.
true. Yeah, good point.
But they do need, obviously, to score. That's so dumb to say, but it just feels so urgent.
Here we go. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line. Josh Allen takes the snap, looking in the pocket, throwing left side, fade route. Oh, missed right there. No, that's Johnson. Ty Johnson. Oh.
James Cook would have caught the ball. Josh is like, oh, come on. It's like, dude, you just fucked up the last play.
James Cook would have caught it.
Be a catch. It's got to be a catch, though. He's right about that.
James Cook would have caught that ball, detailed your car, cleaned your bathroom, and would have made dinner.
Yeah, he had a step on him.
God damn. Josh Allen
was
pissed.
Perfect, though. That was a perfect. Josh Allen lined up at the top of your screen. Coleman at quarterback.
And the shotgun takes a snap.
Space they're giving.
Quick
Coleman.
throw right side. Caught Palmer.
Palmer's taller than I thought. I knew
about a
he was
yard short.
Throw this to Palmer because look how much space they gave him off the line. He had 11, 12 yards of space because they knew.
4:28 and counting. 4th and 2.
Understood. It's 4th down territory. 4 down territory. Let's just get the quick, easy pitch and catch and line up for a 4th and 2.
In the shotgun, Allen has trips left. Johnson is a running back. Kincaid on the right side, motions to the right side. 4th and 2. Allen takes the snap, looking in the pocket, looking, has all the time in the world under pressure, moving right, throws. Caught, touchdown!
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Coleman, there was 3 Bills players there that could have caught it. And Coleman comes up with it.
Was that to Kincaid?
That was, I don't know who that was to.
Did Kincaid put a hand up on that?
I think so. Like him or Dawson Knox.
But it couldn't get it.
Wow.
There it is.
Now, if you're Buffalo, are you getting 1 right now, or are you going for 2?
I'm going for 2 because I would rather know now what kind of game we're in than lose at the end because I didn't get my 2-point conversion. But either way, I don't think it makes a big difference. Look, no, I would kick the extra point, and here's why. If you go for 2 and you don't get it,
kill morale.
You're down 9.
Your entire stadium is feeling like they should just leave.
And more importantly, your sideline.
Rolling right.
And your sideline. But now everyone feels like they have a shot. Yeah, that play, I don't know. Let me see this one more time.
It was Kincaid, I believe, who jumped up. Watch, you'll see it here. You'll see it here as he's rolling right. You see Kincaid and jump. Oh, no, that was Knox. He tipped it.
Yeah, he tipped it.
Oh, my God.
Now, Josh, the one thing I will say about this play, because of this, I will say luck, a little bit of luck, right?
Oh,
100%. Tipped and it landed in a Buffalo Bill. Good heads-up play by Coleman, but if this didn't get completed and didn't result in a touchdown, which it had to also, even if they would have converted the first down, time is just going all the way down to 3:56.
Yep.
So if it didn't get caught, it would have been like, Josh, It was 4th and 2. Like, why are you backpedaling 10 yards? And,
Yeah.
like, there was 2 yards to get from Josh Allen if he wanted to just be decisive and run it.
Mm-hmm.
He could have snapped the ball and then just got to 2 yards and kept the game alive. And I felt like that was kind of reckless. I'm just saying, like,
Well, I also
out.
think the time was a factor in his decision as well. Cause like even you said it, like I'm good with it being down to 4. I think the defense can make a stand and I get the ball back. I think that too, like, okay, you run it, say you do go out of bounds, maybe you don't. The time starts ticking down. So I think time was on his mind as well. Lamar Jackson going to take it himself, left side, first down to the 42-yard line.
He didn't run a 40-yard dash at the combine, but he's faster than everyone.
He's fast.
So
Lamar, he didn't run a 40. Lamar's that guy that's like somehow shed or like got more muscle on his body and became faster. Like, what the fuck?
My quarterback in high school was built like Lamar, and he was a backup for the Badgers.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my God! Get the ball! 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 I hope a couple fans did leave. This is exactly why.
Oh my God!
Derrick Henry, the kind of game he has in Superman, and the life has been restored in the stadium, and now Josh Allen has an opportunity to make this game the game of the year in week 1.
Wow.
I think that was Ed Oliver who got that strip.
Ed Oliver.
Violent with his hands, come through with a strip on the ball. What a play.
In the recovery, they were trying to get the scoop and score. I think we can credit 3 Bills with the recovery.
Yeah. Derrick Henry walking off so disappointed.
It's all right, big dog. You've done enough.
I mean, he really has.
Like,
but now the Bills have a golden opportunity.
That fumble. Like they'll say that, but it's because they gave up 40+ points.
1st and 10 at the Ravens 30. Josh Allen shotgun takes the snap in the pocket, going deep over the middle. Caught. Kincaid.
Wow.
First and goal. Oh my God.
Dalton Kincaid making a play when they need it the most. And now it's going to be a QB sneak, right? With Josh Allen.
Insane. Yeah, it should be.
And I like that they're going quick in case they don't get the 2-point conversion. They have another ball game. And it's like we've been seeing this lately where they're running these QB sneaks and they're not going anywhere.
I would have taken more time to look at this if I'm Buffalo. I think he might have crossed the plane. Maybe. No, never mind.
Wow.
Yeah, but
it happened so fast.
The crazy thing is that wasn't Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, he was. No.
That was a guy I've never seen before. That wasn't Knox.
85.
Hines. Snap. Hands it off. James Cook touchdown.
Who is 85?
Oh, he's short. I thought he had it.
What? Challenge.
I thought he had it.
2-minute warning. So the refs are going to look at it.
Wow. This game is on crack.
Yeah.
Really? I guess I didn't get a great look.
I was wrong in the play. The play before was short. I thought that made it.
I thought that was like. I thought he got in by like a yard.
I thought so too, but I guess they stopped him. Wow.
85 Hawes. That's who made that.
Oh, it was 85.
Yeah, that was Jackson Hawes. Sounds like an Iowa guy, doesn't it?
Yeah, Jay Hawes, yeah.
Jay Hawes. Salt Lake City, Utah, went to Yale and Georgia Tech. He was drafted in the 5th round in 2025. So this year, he's a rook.
There you go.
That's why we don't know him. He was drafted in the 5th round. And what's crazy is Buffalo took 7 straight defensive players. Buffalo took 5 straight defensive players. The first offensive player they took in the draft, there he was.
Josh Allen under center. Snap. Any touchdown.
Touchdown.
Wow.
I think he found his cape. This will go down as the game of the year.
Wow. Wow. 4 plays, 30 yards, touchdown with
How fun
Josh
is it?
Allen. John Harbaugh looks so sad.
How fun is this?
Who has it better than us right now, Kyle?
Seriously. Who's got it better than us?
Probably a good amount of people, but really
Probably
it's
the
all
people
about the
that
joy we
are,
get.
I don't know, standing on the sideline watching.
Yeah. Josh Allen shotgun for the 2-point conversion. Fade. Oh, incomplete.
Oh, Coleman. Fuck.
Bobbled up in the air. He still could have caught it, but he was turned around and he dropped to the ground.
Oh my God,
Oh
Coleman.
my God. Who was that? Wiggins on him too.
Yeah. And Wiggins.
Great job, Wiggins.
Wiggins was one of my favorite DBs in the draft last year. And he was great as a rookie. And this year he's going to become one of those top 12 at the position. And that is great news for Baltimore.
And the confidence you have in Wiggins to put him out on an island with Keon Coleman. You know who the number 1 wide receiver is in that situation.
Well, I think of it the other way. Like, Wiggins is clearly the best corner for the Ravens. It's not even like, so why pick on him? Like, that's how
Good
I'm
question.
looking at this. Like, if I'm
Great
Buffalo,
question.
I see Wiggins. If I'm running that, like, one read type of a throw, I want to go at least attempt to motion him on the other side or throw it to a different player. Like, I don't like just being like, yeah, we're going to pick on Wiggins on this.
I can see both sides as we got the kickoff here for the Bills. Prater getting ready to kick.
I want you to be mad with me. I don't want you to see both sides.
Because if you fail to get it to Kincaid, if you fail to get it to Shakur, people are probably like, why do you not get it to your number 1 wide receiver, Keon Coleman?
Yeah,
Right?
you're right about that. That's a thing. That is a thing. But at least you have an answer.
Yeah, and it's Nate Wiggins. It's Nate Wiggins.
Loud.
Yeah. First and 10.
The unspoken rule. You can't be like, because Patrick Surtain was, then it shows you don't trust your players,
Oh my God. This game is on crack. In shotgun, Lamar Jackson under center now. First and 10 at the 31-yard line. Lamar takes the snap, hands it off. Derrick Henry, left side, and he's going to get about 2 yards on that run.
All right, here's what I think. In this situation where you got Buffalo burning their timeouts, Baltimore knows if I pick up a first down, I can essentially end this. So I know Harbaugh enough to know he's not going to just run the ball 3 times in a row. He is going to at least, my guess is second down. He's going to do a play action. He's going to roll Lamar out. And there's going to be an edge or a QB spy lined up. If they don't keep their containment, Lamar is going to end this game with his legs. Or he's going to make the pass if that quarterback is running spy and he's focused so hard on Lamar that he ignores that there's a receiver he's got to cover.
2nd and 9, shotgun. Gets it to Zay Flowers, rolling right, and he's just going to slide for a 1-yard loss.
Smart move. How many times do we see a first-year, second-year wide receiver in that situation incidentally get thrown out of bounds and they're hitting their helmet and shaking their head, and it's like right there. It's hard to do because you're just like basically sitting down and saying, I'm not going to be able to make a play here, which is a hard thing to admit in real time. That's a player?
That looks like a divorced dad.
That looks like when Starbuck or whatever from The Longest Yard put a uniform on.
That looks like
That's
someone
the
who's been to
weirdest
AA
thing
for
I've
10 years.
in my life of watching NFL.
Oh, that was Prater, huh?
Holy
Oh,
shit. Well,
my
the Denver
God.
got rid of him because of his alcoholism. So
I'm not surprised.
I guess he didn't quit.
Yeah. He's like, I'm still drinking.
Yeah. I lost.
In the shotgun, Lamar Jackson takes the snap, looking in the pocket, over the middle, caught. Not enough for
Oh
a
my
first
God.
down.
They're gonna go for this. But if they go for it and don't get it, the game is essentially a Buffalo win because you're in field goal range.
Yep.
So and now Lamar's limping off the field. That's concerning.
Oh,
We have a lot to break down here. They threw the 2-point conversion to tie the
I
game.
was watching downstairs.
Okay.
Benford with a game-saving tackle, it feels like.
Great catch again by Hopkins. I think as Hopkins gets, more and more involved in this offense, and he'll be able to predict Lamar, and he might. I mean, between Rashad Bateman, Hopkins, and Zay Flowers, like I see Hopkins as that real number 3 this year for the Ravens.
Yeah, and he could become a number 2, honestly.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's the punt. Good punt. Gets all the way to about the 25-yard line is where the Bills are going to start.
Right,
Maybe
Josh?
a little bit. About okay, the 20-yard line.
No timeouts, 1 minute 26 seconds. That's a lifetime.
This is Cape time, baby.
This guy is like, I don't know. This is just what he does.
I'm going to go
The
interception. Josh Allen gets intercepted to end the game.
That would be like 2 years ago, Josh Allen.
I
He
think he
didn't do
does
that
it
at him
again.
last year. He's got 21 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter. That's pretty remarkable for a guy in his 8th year. Starting his 8th year.
Yeah.
Can we make it 22?
1st and 10 at the 20. Josh Allen in the shotgun. James Cook running back. Trips left, one to the right. Motions to the left. Josh Allen takes a snap in the pocket. Quick throw left side, and it's going to be Shakur for about 6 yards. 120 and counting.
Holy crap.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
Did I sound Wisconsin there?
No, but that reminded me of that Family Guy scene. Oh, crap. 2nd and 4. Josh Allen in the pocket. Looking, going to the right side. Caught. Keon Coleman goes out of bounds.
Coleman gets left. And I like that. See, that's the matchup.
Yep.
You got Wiggins isn't on him there.
All Lamar Jackson can do is sit and watch as his defense tries to stop this touchdown from happening or just getting in a field goal range at this point.
Yeah, you have guys in the secondary you can pick on. I think it's important to know where they're at.
Shotgun takes a snap. Josh Allen looking under pressure, rolling right. He's going to take it. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to go out of bounds after about 4-5 yards. 53 seconds remaining. 2nd down coming up.
It's crazy that Tyler Bass being out of this game and Matt Prater, who they just showed on camera, looks like he's in his fucking 50s, is going to be the guy that's going to potentially save the Bills in this situation. Like,
2nd and 5, 53 seconds. Josh Allen in the shotgun. Trips left. James Cook to his left. One wide receiver at the bottom of the screen. And there's going to be a flag. False start.
Does it make it harder? Yes. Is it a game ender? No.
It's a game denier.
It is unacceptable.
Yep. Deion Dawkins, 73. I think that's his 2nd false start penalty.
Yeah.
That's just got to be the most aggravating thing as an offensive coordinator right there.
You just can't have that.
Getting ahead of the chain.
Yeah. 2nd and 10. 53 seconds. Josh Allen in shotgun trips.
Watch
right.
Van Noy here.
Motions, knocks to the left, takes the snap in the pocket, left, throws left.
Gosh.
Caught!
Yes!
Palmer!
Did you see, though? Josh wanted to run. He had the whole left side.
Oh, my God. The defense is just crumbling right now. 46 seconds left after that 1st down and big gain.
is so reminiscent of last year, where the Ravens somehow started 1-4, even though they were putting up 35+ points.
Yeah,
And it was because of the secondary. And here we go again with
34-yard line.
a game that looks like it could end in a 41-40 loss if they control the ball and get a little more.
Shotgun Josh Allen trips right. One wide receiver to the left. James Cook takes the snap, looking quick throw over the left side, caught, and it's going to be Keon Coleman, who gets tripped up in the 10. You let him score. Let him score.
I don't know. They have 3 timeouts, so even if is Buffalo trying to score here?
You know, that is
I think he would have scored if he didn't get tripped up.
Can we talk about the effort by 23 here?
Jair Alexander?
I mean, he
Wow.
gave up the play, yes, but to do the hand swipe, we're gonna lose the football game. It looks like if you're a Baltimore Ravens.
Well, he's given up the last like 3 big plays. It's they're at this point they're picking on him,
Yeah.
and that's why I was saying on the 2-point conversion. Why did you? As great as Coleman is, if you're doing a 1-read throw, maybe go on the other side where Wiggins isn't there, because he's clearly the best piece in the secondary the Ravens have right now, aside from Kyle Hamilton, which is not even what we're talking about. So
they're just going to run it up the middle.
I think they should take a knee. A run could be a fumble.
True.
They only got 2 timeouts, so let them burn first and second down and take it on third.
Josh Allen is 4 for 4 for 71 yards on this drive. And that's a knee. Wow.
Like, I'm telling you, when this chapter of 2025 is closed, this will be in the debate for the game of the year.
Yeah, and this is the second year in a row that the Ravens are in this close of a game against another AFC East playoff or AFC playoff rival, the Bills. The Chiefs last year, when Isaiah Likely missed a touchdown and the win by a toe. This time it's all on Derrick Henry, I think. I know you said earlier that it shouldn't be, but that fumble doesn't happen without that fumble.
Well, I guess I'm saying it's a huge fumble, but the Ravens had the 29th ranked secondary last year, and this is their first game of the new year with these new pieces. And here they're on the verge of giving up 41 points, a 40-burger in their first game of the season. So you want to blame the guy that has 170 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns? Like, I get it. But at the same time, like, you're not going to get better if you misdiagnose the problem. And the problem is not, I mean, that's why they lost maybe, but that's not the problem of this team. It's your defense giving up a 40-burger. And
100%.
And by the way, Buffalo, I mean, it's crazy because it's like people will give Buffalo a pass because, well, they're playing Lamar Jackson. It's like, okay, well, that's not fair because Baltimore doesn't get a pass for playing Josh Allen.
True.
So it's hard to tell. Is it like, are these 2 quarterbacks just so dynamic that, I mean, because it's not like Baltimore doesn't score 40 a game. I mean, last year they ended the season averaging 30 points per game. And that's insane. So it's hard to tell. Like, are these just 2 of the top 2? They were top 2 last year in scoring. Or is it the defense? I think it's the defense because they averaged 29 on the season on 18 games.
Here comes Prater. 4th and goal, 18 seconds and counting. Prater. No timeouts left on either team. They cannot ice the kicker. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Snap, hold, kick. Bills win.
Buffalo wins.
Bills win.
What
my God.
What a game.
Wow.
It's all your fault, Derrick Henry.
Wow.
I just love that we can do that. It's hilarious. Let's just pile on him for fun.
Let's do it. Fuck it.
You fucking loser.
You loser fuck.
Are we happy football's back, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, that's
Are
a
we
great
ha-
time.
are-
Are we
are we
happy
happy
football's back?
Football is back, and I could not be
That's
happier.
what football's back,
Wow.
and that's why this game is on Sunday Night Football.
Oh my God.
Good stuff. Welcome to week 1 of
Yes.
the NFL.
And Joey Bosa, welcome back to the elite edge rusher.
I saw
Wow.
Mitch Trubisky. That's like getting an A on a group
It's an
project, and you didn't do
overreaction,
shit.
That's an overreaction that I will have.
Wow.
Joey Bosa.
What a game.
Joey Bosa has a lot left in the tank. Those I don't know, maybe 7 times that he almost got Lamar down. They don't, it sucks that he didn't get him down, but he caused a lot of pressure. He disrupted the game. And what stands out the most is there's no other quarterback he's going to play this year that's going to be as hard to bring down as him. So those 7 almost sacks, those are going to be sacks. Like Joey Bosa is going to be a problem this year.
Not only is there a guy that can't run like Lamar, there's not a guy that's on the tier of Lamar that helps.
All right. What a game. And Jinja, comment right here. Shout out to the clock manager in the NFL that allowed Buffalo the field goal at the end of the half. This is the script we wrote. This is the script that was written. Let's go over some of the stats, starting with Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 14 of 19, 210 yards, 2 touchdown passes, rushed for a touchdown off 70 yards. Derrick Henry, 169 yards and 2 touchdowns on 18 attempts. Zay Flowers, wide receiver of the game, 143 yards and a touchdown on 7 receptions. But Josh Allen does it again, dude. 394 yards on 33 completions, 2 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. And Keon Coleman, 8 receptions, 112 yards, 1 touchdown. Like, this game is Sunday Night Football week 1 personified. What an exciting game, Kyle.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm really quick. I'm going to put something here.
New scoregami, apparently, according to Nathan.
Here we go. Look at the bottom of your screen. What a win for the Bills in their opening game of their final season at Highmark Stadium. Remember, this is their last year playing in this stadium. So you want to end it off with a Super Bowl. And going into this season, the Bills were the second favorite to go to the Super Bowl, with the first being the Baltimore Ravens. If you're going to go to the Super Bowl, you're going to have to show that you can beat the Baltimore Ravens. And that's what they did today.
Yep.
So I think for the Bills, this was more of a morale booster for the whole season. Like, okay, now we know that we can give up 40 points and still win a game.
Yep.
Because we were talking about how last year Josh Allen brings it. It's crazy. 2 years ago, there was a point in the season where the Bills were 6-5. Denver came into town, beat the Bills, and people thought McDermott was going to get fired.
Yeah.
And instead, they fired their offensive coordinator, which was, I think, Joe Brady at the time. Or no.
Joe Brady's the current.
Who was it again?
I forget his name, but I'm going to look it up for you right now.
Thank you, because it's really important. It's the problem was actually the offensive coordinator. That's what at least Buffalo thought, because they couldn't score points. They were losing a bunch of games. And
Ken Dorsey fired.
Ken Dorsey, thank you.
Yep.
So Ken Dorsey gets fired. Joe Brady takes over, but it's just 2 years ago that they were in the situation where they had no offensive identity, and there was a mid-season firing of their offensive coordinator. And then last year, Joe Brady is like, got through to Josh that he no longer needs to be Superman. We're going to run the football more than any other team in the NFL on first and second down. We're going to control the tempo of the game, and we're going to win games 24-27, you know?
Yep.
And today it was like, no, we're going to go back to winning games 41-40 for a little bit. We haven't seen a game like this in a while. The last one I can think of is the Rams Buffalo game. That was a crazy game as well last year, but
Yeah.
this isn't the Bills' identity. This isn't the kind of game that they want to be in ever. But it's nice to know when necessary that they can win these type of games, even though that's not their sole identity, right? For the Ravens, I think you're worried about this defense because last year you started 1-4, and people were like, "This is the greatest 1-4 NFL team of all
Mhm.
time."
Mhm.
And as soon as the defense just played a little bit better, the Ravens went on a tear and somehow caught up to the 11-2 Steelers, won the division, and made it to the divisional round. And then they lose to the Buffalo Bills. But Ravens played like their worst game in that game. Like they hadn't played
Mhm.
a game that bad in a while. Lamar had a
Mhm.
bad interception, a bad fumble. I didn't like how the Bills were not aggressive at the end of the first half there. They kind of just accepted it. But the
Mhm.
Ravens, they were able to come back in that game. And I think everybody thought, man, if the Ravens didn't like punch themselves and or shoot themselves in the foot so much in the first half, the Ravens would have won. I thought everyone was like, yeah, the Ravens were the better team, but the
Mhm.
Bills took advantage of all the mistakes. And now you're going into a new season, and this Ravens team, they added Jair Alexander. They added you got Nate Wiggins going into, year 2 where he could be
Mhm.
considered top 12 at his position. And you're saying, okay, the biggest vulnerability on this team last year was the secondary, and this year we've addressed it, and this is the first game that we get. And it's not good. you know, it's not what, and it's funny because when you look on paper, you're
Yeah.
like, it doesn't look like they should be giving up 40 points. Like Jair Alexander seems like a guy that you would want to be on your team. Kyle Hamilton is the second best safety besides Derwin James. Like the Nate Wiggins is going to be a star. So
Mhm.
it's like, why do they struggle so bad defensively
Mhm.
when they get into these type of games? Because Derrick Henry running the ball like he did today, that should be a recipe for a win
Crazy.
10 out of 10 times.
Oh
But when
yeah.
your defense gives up these type of games, especially, I mean, we had what, a 14, what was it was a 2 possession lead with 4
It was
minutes.
15. It was a 15-point lead by the Ravens, 40-25.
It was 40-25
Yep.
with that was the score.
Yeah. That was
That's
the
crazy
score.
to like. It was 40-25 with 4 minutes left in the game.
KC with the super chat, baby.
Let's go, KC. Thank you, KC.
For the Broncos win,
Appreciate
we will
that.
hold out hope for the Bears. Thank you, Casey. We appreciate you so much. 40-25,
Absolutely.
Kyle, with 5 or so minutes left. You were saying.
So moving forward from this, I think the Ravens need to prove to their fans that what happened last year is not going to happen again. That
Mhm.
they're not going to start the season 1-4 and start, because look what we saw today from the Steelers. The Steelers scored a ton of points. Like, they look like a problem.
Yeah.
And Baltimore, I don't know if there's that big of a gap. I don't know if they can make it up this year with the Steelers team. So I think Buffalo should be thinking, yeah, if we can win a game like this, we can go to the Super Bowl. But look, they're going to overreact. That's what they're going
Mhm.
to think. I don't think that. I'm looking at this team and I see a lot of problems. Buffalo has secondary issues. They have a safety issue. Cole Bishop is getting cooked all night long. He
Yeah.
can't come up and stop Henry. You got DeMar Hamlin, who can't do it either.
Yeah.
You got uh no Tre'Davious White, so we take that. You
Mhm.
drafted a DB in your first round. Your defense was a problem last year, so you go in the draft, you draft 5 straight defensive players, and I think what it is they have these guys that are athletic and they want to put him in space, but there's nobody that they're like, let's put this guy on an island out here, and then we'll take the extra men and we'll just put pressure on the quarterback because they don't trust their DBs like that. So
Mhm.
assign them, different spots on the field, and I just don't know if that's going to work against quarterbacks like Lamar when it's the postseason time, because what are you going to rely on a Derrick Henry fumble with 2 minutes left when it comes to the playoffs? Like, it's not
Yeah,
going to happen probably.
and
So
even kind of what you said earlier too, like they're hoping Joey Bosa can find something within himself to be kind of what he was today, putting pressure. Ed Oliver doing what he did. He had 3 tackles for loss, a sack. Like he created problems for not only Lamar Jackson, but there at the end for Derrick Henry with the fumble, with the strip. So they're hoping that that'll happen to kind of mask their DB sort of weakness, I think is what they're kind of counting on. And, if these DBs can come up and, step it up at least to be mediocre, I think their pass rush, if Joey Bosa can really become a force there at the on the edge, I think they got a good shot. But not if you need Josh Allen and Keon Coleman and James Cook to play hero within 5 minutes and being down 15.
yeah, and I guess my final thoughts with this game is Buffalo being a team that runs it on first and second down more than any team. They love these heavy formations where they get, extra linemen on the field. Like I said earlier, they play jumbo 15% of the time. And
Yeah.
nobody does this more than Buffalo. And when I see Keon Coleman and everybody that visited Buffalo came back, and it was just like, what do you think of, the Bills camp? I think Keon Coleman is going to be a star. I think
Yeah.
Keon Coleman's going to take the next step. And I always say, like, I love the offseason because that's when everyone else stops watching football, and that's when the people that don't stop watching football get a huge leg up on everybody else, because they'll tell you what's going to happen if you just listen. Like, the people don't just, like, 9 reporters go to this camp and say the same thing and it's not true. Like, obviously Keon Coleman is going to be a problem this year, and I think with these bunch formations that they run, you're going to get Keon Coleman on a one-on-one often, and they're going to run a wham bam, he's going to go on a straight line, touchdown. They're going to take deep shots to Coleman because teams are going to have to respect Buffalo as a run team. But I would
Yeah.
look for Buffalo to run these heavy formations and Keon Coleman to, get these 60, 50-yard touchdowns. I think it's going to be a frequent thing. And I think for what Keon Coleman is to Buffalo, this young emerging star, I think is what Nate Wiggins is to Baltimore. And I
On
think
that
both
defensive
teams have
side.
so
Yeah.
it'll be interesting when these two match up again in January, because that will be, by
Yeah.
that point in the season, there
Yeah.
will be no swapping. It will be
No.
Nate Wiggins is on Keon Coleman, and that's the way that game's going to go the entire time.
100%. And what a classic game for Sunday Night Football week 1. I think Jake there in the background behind you said it too, like football's back. Why'd you look back like that?
I didn't know you could see him. I thought I could mess with you.
It's all good. There he is, Jake. Appreciate the commentary from you and all the insight as well on our last stream. So Sunday Night Football week 1, Bills come out on top 41-40 against this very talented Ravens defense. And like you said, kind of like we saw last year with the Ravens and Chiefs in week 1, we knew both those teams are going to be in the playoffs. We know the Bills and the Ravens after this game are going to be in the playoffs, probably playing against each other in January. You got 2 MVPs, one reigning, one former against each other. I mean, this was recipe for an amazing Sunday Night Football game, and it delivered. Regardless of who you root for or if you're just, here for the football, it was an amazing game. turns out to be the best, but the Bills get the best of the Ravens. I want to thank everybody who was
Thank Matt
here.
Prater. He was signed on Thursday.
And Matt Prater, too, coming in for Tyler Bass.
He was
Tyler
signed
Bass
3 days
injured.
ago.
Yeah, and Matt Prater's like, fuck, I just got a DUI, but I'll definitely do the kicking for sure. I think Crafty said, yeah, I started. Prater looks like he came straight from a DUI arrest to this game.
Dude, when they showed him, and this will be just a
Post-game.
final thing. I've been watching for like 31 years now. So
Yeah.
when I tell you, when the camera showed Matt Prater in a uniform, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah, that was haunting.
It was scary. Like, I was like, what is that? It reminded me of that Longest Yard when he's like, you're not playing.
Yeah, what are you doing here, old man?
I'm not playing. I'm a coach. Yeah, I was like, why is there a coach in a Bills uniform?
This is like when the
Is there a
baseball
picture of that?
managers dress up in the uniform and Matt Prater's like, no, it's all right. I'm just the conditioning coach.
I would love to see that picture. I don't know. It won't take long. I can't be the only guy in the world that saw that and chills went down their
It was haunting indeed. While Kyle looks that up, I just want to thank everybody that was here in the chat. We had Crafty, Jinja, Nick, KC with the $20 super chat. We had Edub. We had Nathan Scott from Twitch. I think we had Lil E in here. Everybody that was here, thank you guys so much for being here. And everybody, and if you guys were on the last stream, again, we appreciate it. We had a ton of memberships on the last one, so we appreciate every single comment, every membership, every super chat that you guys give us. Thank you guys so much. Kyle, you got the picture, or are we still waiting?
No, he just showed me on X. I got the picture, but he just showed me on X. Look,
Let's see.
That's
Wait, put it up to the camera a little bit more.
all the way.
Oh, there we go.
All the way, yeah.
It says Matt Prater.
That's Prater.
That's exactly what I said.
That's Prater. Oh,
That's pretty remarkable. That
my god.
But yeah, here is a picture of Matt Prater and how he looked tonight. Just one more time for you guys. I really want to hammer this in.
We really want to give you guys a jump scare before we sign off here after Sunday Night Football. After such an amazing game, we want to give you guys a quick little jump scare. He looks like an alcoholic father who works in finance for the last 15 years of his life. Always finance. Like he's a manager at a firm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even know with him. I feel like he works in a boxing factory and he's been there for like 14 years.
No, you know who he looks like? He looks like the manager or the chief of police from The Other Guys.
That is what he looks like.
I know
what
all
you're
right,
talking
guys.
about.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
That
Did you?
man has not won an argument with his wife in over 10 years. He's off his really bad kids at community college.
That guy definitely drives a car that he has to talk to his steering wheel before he tries to turn it on. And he's saying, come on, let's have a good day, sweetie. Come on.
Ginger said he looks like he's abusive to the people he cares about.
I need a win here today, babe. Come on.
He looks like Vince Vaughn in the dodgeball if you really let himself go.
He looks like he's lost all 3 of his parlays tonight.
Not Vince Vaughn like the way he looks, but the way he acts in that movie. Just a defeated guy.
Oh god.
But good for him. I mean, look, he's going home tonight and he's getting laid by a prostitute for sure. So
he's
cheating on his wife.
Good thing they only needed him for 1 game, because after this, that's all he has.
He's gonna have hate sex with a stripper.
He's made peace with it in his mind. He's done. He's wrapped up. He's made peace with it. He's like, I can't went on. I'm okay.
He actually retired 12 years ago. The only reason he got signed on Thursday is because he happened to be in the area.
He actually sells popcorn at the Bills Stadium, and they're like, "Hey, you used to kick, right? Come on."
Lamar Jackson, and the on that 19-yard
Oh,
scramble,
man.
he traveled 75.9 yards on a
Jesus
19-yard
Christ.
scramble.
Side to
And
side.
Jackson ended up being responsible for 4 of the 5 longest scramble runs by total distance traveled over the last 2 seasons. It's crazy.
Insane.
I mean, you run almost
Insane.
80 yards on a 19-yard scramble because he's doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
And
no
that's
one
just how
can
fast
no
he
one
is.
can catch up to him. Of course.
Nobody.
So you're just buying time. How
Yep.
long does it take to run 75 yards? Your
Lamar
receiver
Jackson,
has that
probably
long to
6
get open.
seconds. Yeah. Thank you guys again so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all of our jokes on Matt Prater's behalf. Matt Prater, good job winning the game for the Bills on Sunday Night Football. We appreciate every single one of you. Huge shout out to Jake for being on stream and giving us some not only great tidbits about the NFL, but some awesome jokes on Matt Prater's behalf as well. So thank you guys so much to everybody
Really
who is
grateful
here.
for that Matt Prater
All the
comment.
super chats, all the memberships. We appreciate you guys. And like always, long live Bill. Bill, we miss you. We're going to root for the Giants as long as we keep doing this show. And Kyle, always a good time, brother.
Always a good time.
Stock up on Keon Coleman. Stock all the way up.
Stock up on Keon Coleman.
Talk about Keon Coleman. See ya!